Hello everyone, I'm Casper Kuma and welcome back to Scarlet Hollow. Now today we are continuing on to episode 3. Let's get started. We can continue. Would you like to see a recap? Just a recap of, I don't know. I mean, do you guys remember? You know what, fine. We'll do a recap of episode 2. From now on, you're back at the estate by bedtime. No more impromptu sleepovers. Wow, that is some heavy stuff. No wonder Stella seemed distant. I'm gonna keep my ears open for you. Oh yeah, I forgot. We told this guy, we told them everything. The diner is where everyone comes to gossip, so I hear a lot about what goes on around here. I'll let you know if anyone mentions those monsters or anything else strange or unusual. Have either of you seen Rosalina around town? I don't want to be a helicopter dad, but she hasn't been answering my texts, and I want to make sure she isn't getting into trouble out there. Hi, Dr. Kelly. We were wondering if it'd be okay if Reese could come hang out. Nothing strenuous, we promise. Whatever you two have planned is probably beyond what he can manage right now, anyways. Stay home, wait for the week to end. Don't keep putting yourself in the path of danger. This is all I ask. You're interrupted by sudden movement out of the corner of your eye. A girl carrying a bundle of snacks pops through a hole in the fence and disappears over the crest of a hill. Oh yeah, and there's our little weirdo watching us. She didn't. I guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. But the Shaw mine? That place was shut down like 100 years ago. After a collapse that killed over 100 people. You pull out your phone and dial your cousin. What is it? You know I'm in a meeting. A kid just snuck into the Shaw mine. I figured you should know. What? Are you serious? Why do these things keep happening to me? Ugh, whatever. I'll head over there as soon as I can. Just stay where you are and wait for me, alright? A man named Charles Shaw decided it was okay to use faulty wood for support struts, and the entire mine came down. A lucky few died instantaneously, but for most of the souls who perished here, it was slow and agonizing. Your father was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. We'll see if he even has a job, tomorrow morning. My dad says our house is haunted. Kanika is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. You turn to see Becca and Alexis gone, and Rosalina anxiously hovering in front of a small tunnel in the cavern wall. She freezes as you notice her. There's something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it, but you can feel it in your chest, like a deep growl of a predator. What do you think you're doing? Get away from there! Your cousin dives towards you, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. Casper, are you alright? You and Tabitha manage to squeeze through the entrance just as the walls of the mine come crashing down. Holy shit, you're okay, thank God. And everyone's accounted for. That was a surprisingly close call. We could have all died in there. What did you weirdos do? Everything was fine until you adults showed up. Becca, shut up! Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the Shaw mine, you barely even notice the dust. When you close your eyes, you see the shadowy figures that gathered behind Stella in the mines. Your thoughts are drawn to the carving on the wall, and to the visions imparted upon you. Wake up. Let's get started. Sunshine filters in through the dusty windows of the estate as the dull aches of last night's activities throb in and out of focus. You managed to survive a second night in the town of Scarlet Hollow. As you pull yourself out of bed, you can feel the soot and grime of Shaw mine still stuck to your skin. Take your shower. Start your day without showering. No, we're nasty. Let's take a shower. We smell of fear. You step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. The water is hot and, surprisingly enough, clean. As steam fills your lungs and soot washes down the drain, you... think about Duke and then the image of him lying there slumped against a tree with half his head blown off. That's not a good thought. Scrub feverishly, trying to scrape the memories from your skin as if they're part of the dirt that coats you. Think about Sybil's warning. The worst is yet to come. Think about Wayne and wonder how many times he's watched you unseen. Think about someone special. Think about finally being out of this hellhole and safe in your own bed. I do want to think about Wayne. He is kind of creepy. Think about Wayne and how many times he's watched you unseen. You're done here. You're done here. You turn off the faucet and dry yourself off. Time to start your day. Look out the window, check... Oh, we can do all these because they're all explore. Let's look out the window real quick. See if there's anything out there. You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. A different you might have been taken away by this view, drifting into fantasies about how you might have tidied it up and enjoyed the tea by the fountain. Can I hide the text box? Yes. Do we see anything out there? Surprisingly, no. You'd feel like there should be something sneaking around out there, but... Oh well. But a lot has happened since you first arrived into town. Turn back. Every time I open this game, I get a little concerned because of the warning about how it literally says you can't save everyone and maybe not yourself. It's like, are you serious? Are you really sure you can't save everyone? You turn back to the guest room. Check the closet. Oh god, what the hell is that? Can we just burn it? How long are we going to have to sleep in this room without realizing you shared this space with that doll? Hopefully it doesn't get up and move while you're not around. God, I hate... Hell no. We ain't touching that thing. Oh god, hell no. We're gonna get cursed. Some things are best left untouched. You close the closet behind you. I hate dolls. Message your group chat with Stella and Kanika. Text... We could do it separately, but why? Let's do the group chat. You pull out your phone and open up your group chat with Stella and Kanika. Morning, how are you guys holding up? Last night was terrible. I mean, at least we all lived. What's the game plan? Y'all actually bonded with Tabitha last night. Can't wait to ghost bust tonight. I get to meet Reese today! Who's Reese again? I forget. Send a photo of a pained old man. Let's do that one. You send the photo of a pained old man. It'll probably be a bit before you get a response. Well, if they didn't respond, then I guess let's just go downstairs. You've done everything you've wanted to up here. It's time to start your day. Oh, who's this? Oh, the cleaning lady. You enter the kitchen to find your cousin in the midst of devouring a pint of banana chocolate chunk. She isn't alone. Frou-Frou glares at you from her usual spot on the counter as a red-haired woman busies herself trying to tidy as best she can. Vile woman, destroying the natural order of my kitchen. Tabitha's gaze swivels from the woman to you, her glare intensifying. What's wrong with you? Bonjour, Frou-Frou. Offer the red-haired woman your boiled peanuts. Maybe we should not. Hello, hi, I'm Casper. Oh, we have an ice cream for breakfast? No, she's not sharing. Hey, Tabitha, how's it going? Hey, cuz, how's it hanging? Stare in silence. Why is she staring at us like that? I don't understand. Maybe let's just talk to Frou-Frou. Frou-Frou. Bonjour, Frou-Frou. Bonjour, Frou-Frou. Ugh, bonjour. Sacre bleu. Do not think you can just bonjour me just because I slept at the foot of your bed last night. I still despise you. Three humans at once. This is abhorrent. Your stink will linger here for hours. How am I to bear it? I'm sorry for my accent. It's awful. I know. I see. Talking to my cat again. Are you sure you didn't get hit in the head last night? You don't have to say good morning. You don't say good morning to your pets. I always make sure to talk to my farm cats and alpaca like they're people. To me, they kind of are. See, she gets it. Hi, I'm Casper. Good morning, I'm Janie, just here to do a little weekly cleaning. Whatever cleaning Miss Tabitha will let me do at least. Wait, you're the reason why this place is like this? I could have this place looking brand new, you know. Don't go making any big renovations, or moving anything around. I like knowing where my stuff is. Okie dokie. It's so nice to finally meet you, Casper. I mean, I guess I did meet you on Monday when you popped into the diner. Janie. But seeing someone somewhere and meeting them face to face are two completely different things, I suppose. Hi, it's thanks. Why do we have so many short answers? All I'm trying to say is that it's wonderful to finally actually meet you, and I'm so happy part of the family is here to keep Miss Tabitha company with everything that's... Janie. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Tabitha. Am I being too much again? Tabitha grumbles in her acknowledgement. You want some... Hey, you know what? We gotta ask. I mean, we have them in our pocket. You want some boiled peanuts? You hold out your boiled peanuts as an offering to Janie. Thank you so much for that generous offer, sweetie, but I'm afraid I'll have to pass. I had a really bad experience with boiled peanuts once in the summer of, 17? Wait, let me think. 16? No, it was definitely 17. Anyways, me and my husband and Tulip and I were on a road trip to Blow and Rockin'. Casper, where did you even get those things? Alright. Hey, Tabitha, how's it going? There was a massive mine collapse on my property last night, and I can practically feel the whispers of the unionization already. Tabitha takes one last spoonful of ice cream, then discards the empty container, turning to you with a trademark scowl. Let's get going. I've got an errand to run in town, and every time I've left you here alone, something terrible winds up happening, so you're coming with me. We get some... Yeah, you got some bonding time. That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, let's go with yay cousin bonding time. Yay, cousin bonding time. Do you know how the word bond... Do you know what the word bonding means? We are not bonding. This is punishment. Janie, lock up when you leave, please, and don't go rearranging anything. I'll know. As you're ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the two of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Oh, Casper, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I mean, I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now, and then I heard it again. I just want to say that I'm sorry you got caught up in all that. You two did right by those kids, though. What a blessing. Everyone getting out of that situation all right? She seems kind of suspicious. I don't know why. Oh, I have a keen eye option. You only come in once a week, right? What do you do with the rest of your time? Thanks, last night was a lot. You should get out of town. Sorry Tabitha's so mean to you. Have you seen any weird creatures around town? Do you know anything about a guy named Wayne? Have you seen anyone prowling around the estate? It's been nice to meet you, but I gotta bounce. Tabitha's foot tapping driving me insane. I should ask about my keen eye option. You only come in once a week, right? What do you do with the rest of your time? Oh, odd jobs mostly. Weeding gardens, cleaning houses, watching kids, that sort of thing. My husband's a pastor, so a lot of my time's spent at church and doing things for the community. Poor Daniel, he's been going absolutely stir-crazy since we moved here, with nobody really attending sermons. It'd probably do him a lot of good to talk you through your worries. With everything that's been going on lately, having a priest on speed dial seems handy. We could use an exorcist. I don't know. Sounds wonderful. Thank you for the option. Maybe we'll see. I'm not really religious. I'm not Christian, but thank you for the option. I'd rather not. With everything that's been going on lately, having a priest on speed dial seems handy. Having a pastor on speed dial is always handy. Debatable. And my Daniel is a wonderfully talented pastor. Also debatable. Enough dawdling. We're leaving. You and Tabitha walk through the doors of the estate and into her car. The ride to town is uneventful. Your cousin, unsurprisingly, more focused on the road than on making conversation. Alright, we're just popping into the general store for a few minutes. What are we doing at the general store? Picking up tea from Sybil. Sybil? I forget. Oh, neat. What kind of tea? I don't know. The kind Sybil makes. She makes a bunch of weird stuff. I don't know what all of it is called. Quit interrogating me about tea blends. Jeez. Didn't we have some of that last time? It was really gross, wasn't it? It was really super duper bitter. Shouldn't we be solving a mystery right now? After everything that's happened the past few days, it's nice to just go on an errand. I mean, that's true. Exactly. You and Tabitha turn as the door to the general store bursts open. A flustered Kanika exits, shouting behind her. Fine, okay, keep coddling him. Keep letting him get away with stuff you never would have let me off the... Keep letting him get away with stuff you never would have let me so much as think about. I'm sick of carrying this family. Damn. Kanika storms off, the door slowly drifting shut behind her. Ugh. Other people and their drama. If more people kept things to themselves, they'd be a lot happier. Out of curiosity, would you call yourself happy? What are you burying? That seems probably not... Both of those probably not great. Poor Kanika's really going through it, huh? Yeah, I've never been one for public displays like that. I think it's healthy to express yourself. Good for her, honestly. I'd be losing it if Miles was my brother. Have I ever told you that you scared me? I mean, I think I would have lost it if Miles was my brother. I'd be losing it if Miles was my brother. Yeah, you probably would be. We're burning daylight. Come on already. The bells of the general store chime as you cross the threshold. Smells of old wood and steamy herbal tea flood your senses, making you feel instantly at home. Good morning, you two. Hope you're doing well after last night's activities. Morning. Is the new blend ready? Of course. Casper, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will just be a minute. Is Kanika okay? Sounds like your daughter's pretty mad at you. Can I go with you? I like the tea room. I'm afraid of Miles. What if he makes fun of me for being old? Can I have some tea? Is Kanika okay? Of course. She just needs some time to cool down. Emotions are a little high considering everything that's happened lately. She'll settle down soon enough. I'm just glad both my little ones made it out okay. I mean, but this guy, he should get some kind of punishment. Sybil motions for Tabitha to follow, and they both disappear into the tea room, closing the door behind them with the tinkling of bells. Kenai. Ooh. Yeah, Miles probably won't tell us much, so let's try and listen in. You walk up to the door of the tea room to listen in. Subtle. I know it took a little longer than you hoped, but this was fairly short notice. Sybil pauses for a moment, and a moment later you hear footsteps move from the far end of the tea room. She and Tabitha resume their discussion, their voices hushed. You can only make out bits and pieces of what they're saying. Is there... Yes, make sure this is all... not inside. Outside then, don't assume you know. I know what I'm... Your listening session is halted as the tinkling of bells announce another patron. Hey, I wasn't listening. Oh, excuse me. Wait, you're Casper, aren't you? My name is Bo. I'm Duke's boy. It's a pleasure to meet you. The policeman told me that you saw what happened to my daddy. I don't know if really shining the flashlight in that direction would have helped, but... Yeah, it wasn't pretty. Have they found the body yet? They seem to want to put it on me. Folks didn't seem to care about your dad, do they? That's kind of rude. So sorry for your loss. Thank you. The police said he might have just been hunting somewhere, but me and my mama both know he ain't coming back. Mama's pretty broken up about it. I'm trying to hold it together since I'm the man of the house now, but it ain't easy. Me and him was supposed to bring Big Betty to the state fair this week, but now he's gone. And as of this morning, so was she. Big Betty? Well, I forget. What type of animals did he have? Goats or something? Or chickens? Didn't he have chickens? Yeah, chickens. So I suppose if I'm not going to the fair, I might as well make myself useful and get out into the woods and look for what's left of my daddy. Don't do that. There's dangerous things out there. You was there, right? Could you tell me where to look so I can try and find him? Is Big Betty one of your chickens? Not one of your kitchens. Is Big Betty one of your chickens? Nah, she ain't a chicken. Big Betty is our prized pumpkin. Oh. She was a big lady, too. I'd expect she was at least 2,000 pounds. Not too easy to move something like that. Could be she rolled off down a hill, but I can't be looking for her just yet with what with everything else going on. It's dangerous up there. I wouldn't go poking around. You should let the police handle it. If they haven't found him yet, there's probably nothing left to find. I don't think you want to see him like that. Your dad was killed by ditchlings. They're the things that have been stealing your chickens. Have you seen anything strange? Let's ask about that before we start trying to tell him what to do. Have you seen anything strange on the farm the past couple of days? Not really, no. But I've been awful busy with everything that's still been happening. Them chickens keep disappearing, though. I don't know if he's gonna believe me if I say ditchlings. It's dangerous up there. I wouldn't go poking around. I ain't a stranger to what these hills have to offer. Daddy always said I wouldn't have nothing to fear so long as I learned how to use my fists. So he taught me how to do all that. Those woods might still get scary sometimes, but I reckon there's no better way to show my daddy I've learned those lessons than go out there and find them. I mean, clearly then it's not the best advice because your daddy's dead. So your fists ain't gonna save you all the times. I don't want to tell him he's gonna die. Now let's just try the ditchling thing. I don't know if he's gonna believe us. He might think we're making things up, but I don't know what else to do. Your dad was killed by ditchlings. They're the things that have been eating your chickens. Your dad was killed by ditchlings. They're monsters that show up when something bad is about to happen, and the things that have been stealing your chickens. I ain't never heard of a ditchling before, but whatever they are, they won't stop me from trying to find them. I'm not telling him. I don't know. He'll totally die. I can't tell you where he is. It's not safe. That's what my mama said too, but I ain't got much else to do with my day. All the crops have been harvested and chores been tended to. I might as well be useful. Thank you for looking out for me, Casper, and please tell Miss Scarlet I'm sorry about her mama. Tabitha and Sybil are still in the tea room. Your phone buzzes. Oh my god. Hey, I overslept. Still gotta make myself breakfast. If y'all want, you can swing by or otherwise by or otherwise meet at the library and figure out a plan. I think I'm good. I just had a big fight. Not really hungry. I'm gonna chill in my van for a while if you want to hang out though. Otherwise, see you guys at the library. You still have plenty of time before dinner at Reese's house. Kanika, Stella, checking in Oscar. Go to the diner to see Avery. Wait for Tabitha. Ooh. I don't know. There's so many options here that I want to do. Because I kind of want to check on Oscar. I don't feel like I need to check on Avery that much. But we could wait for Tabitha. Build up some more trust. I mean, if we're gonna go to the library, we're gonna see Oscar anyway, so let's just wait for Tabitha. Because we'll probably be back any second, it's best just to stay put. You and Miles share an uncomfortably long moment of silence as Bo continues to shop. You doing okay, buddy? You and Kanika don't seem to get along, huh? How are your dailies going? Yell into the tea room. Hey, hurry up in there! Read something to seem busy. You and Kanika don't seem to get along, huh? Miles looks up from his phone, rolling his eyes. So, just because she's family doesn't mean we have to be best friends. I wish you would just go back to school already. Miles returns to his phone. You doing okay, buddy? Miles glances up to you, eyes narrowed. Don't talk to me like we know each other. You're just Kanika's weird friend. I don't even remember your name. Wait, weird? What'd I do? Being on phone 24/7 is weird. It's Casper. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna go ahead and forget it again. Miles returns to his phone. Tabitha bursts out of the tea room, tucking a pouch of herbs into her coat as she walks. She looks up at you in surprise. Wow, you actually stayed. Kinda expect you to go running off the instant I left you alone. I didn't think about it. I miss out on cousin bonding time. I'm too scared of what you'd do. I've seen what happens when I go off and do things on my own. This family's important. I'm not just gonna ditch you. No one else in this town interests me. Why should I bother them? I miss out on cousin bonding time. I'm not calling it that. This is more like babysitting. I've got a couple of hours to spare. I'll pick up some sodas and get out of here. I don't like lingering where just anyone could walk up and start talking to me. Tabitha leaves the store, motioning for you to follow. Follow her. Wait, I want to do other things, though. Tabitha stops in front of a small house on the quiet hill just off of Main Street. The Scarlets own most of the houses out here. We rent them out to employees. Just more convenient, you know. Why can't we hang out someplace normal? Cool. And here I thought the estate was your secret lair. That seems sinister. Cool. Yeah, it's cool. It's nice to have a place where nobody can bother me. Now, come on, let's make ourselves scarce before we're spotted. Your cousin pulls out a heavy set of keys from her pockets. She picks out one marked with a bright strip of green tape and unlocks the door. Come on in. Don't worry, it's empty. Follow her. You follow your cousin into the model home. Oh, this is much nice. Can't we just stay here instead of the estate? We haven't rented this one out in years. I come here to get away from it all. So that makes sense. It's kind of like a vacation home, but I don't have to travel. Anyway, make yourself comfortable and have a soda. See, she's nice. Kinda. Tabitha hands you a cream soda before settling in on the couch. Kenai, this place clearly gets cleaned regularly, but it doesn't feel like a real home. Feels like a set piece, like you both wandered into a play, and if you were to look at it at the walls from another angle, you'd see them as two-dimensional illusions they are. Let's just talk to Tabitha first. Is the estate stifling you? Is that why you come here? I mean, it is our Kenai option. Is the estate stifling to you? Is that why you come here? Tabitha sips her soda, her expression suddenly heavy. I guess the estate has a lot of history. This place is so new by comparison. It's like the estate is full of ghosts, pressing down on me all the time, pressuring me to do what they want. When I'm here, I can imagine a life where I don't have to think about 200 years of history resting on my shoulders. I could imagine just living as a bank teller or something, having a simpler life. Wait, why am I telling you this? Stop asking me all these deep questions. It's not like you care anyway. I care, Tabitha. Stop acting like you don't want friendship. I like knowing people's dark secrets. Hug Tabitha. I think that might be a bit much. I care, Tabitha. You shouldn't. You don't even know me. Do you actually like running the mines? It's a job, an important job. I've had years of Perline drilling that into my head. What would you do if you weren't here? You could always just give the mines to me, like trading places sort of thing. I don't want the mines. No. I'm sorry you never got a chance to live your own life. What if I moved here after everything's said and done? Who cares if a town falls to ruin? What is your responsibility? You should just leave. Things are bad everywhere. It's probably isn't that much worse. What would you want to do if you weren't here? Does it matter? I am here. Do you like living here? It's the only thing I know. I mean, you visited other places, right? I've seen the blowing rock mug in the kitchen. Yeah, let's go with that. I mean, you visited other places, right? I've seen that blowing rock mug in the kitchen. My what? Oh, that must be one of Janie's. She's always saying that we didn't have enough cups. There are 3 cups. That's plenty. One for me, one for Perline, and one for the occasional guest. But Janie said her husband has a ton of dumb little souvenir mugs from his travels. Not that I asked. She just tells me stuff about her family. Anyway, she said that they have mugs to spare, and as if I needed her charity. I guess she must have snuck a few in under my nose. I'll have to remember to toss it when I get back. Anyways, to answer your question, no, I don't travel. Too much to do. Sure, I'd like to see the Outer Banks one day, but I'm the head of the company. It's not like anyone can cover for me. You live in a massive mansion but only have 3 cups? Janie seems like a busybody. You should be nicer, Janie. Perline was a monster. You've never left Scarlet Hollow? That might be rubbing in, but a bit much. Maybe when this week is over, we can go to the beach together. Of all the places you go, the Outer Banks. Janie seems like a busybody. Right? I only hired her clean, but she keeps insisting on talking to me and micromanaging the way I run the household. The number of cups we have is none of her business. And I definitely don't need to know about her family, what her family did over the weekend, or what cute thing her kids said, or how much she loves her wet napkin of a husband. Maybe when this week is over, we can go to the beach together. Huh, maybe. My work never ends. Never really ends, though. Could try some of your tea that you picked up? It smells nice. Nope, it's sleepy time tea. You don't want to drink it in the middle of the day. You having nightmares or something? Talk about family. What was Perline like? Okay, I guess you should know at least some things about the woman whose funeral you'll be attending. That is true. She was my mother. She was your mom's twin sister, fraternal, though they didn't look alike. Same with their personalities, night and day, from what I've heard. Perline was a hard ass, but that comes with the territory. I mean, what else do you want to know? Did you two get along? Not really. How did she die? Oh wait, where to go? No, okay, guess we're not gonna know. Why? Come back. Can I undo? I doubt it. That would be too much power. Fine, whatever. What was your dad like? Bet you never met him, right? No. He just up and left one day. Didn't want anything to do with us anymore, I guess. They never got divorced, just separated. He probably couldn't be bothered to fill out any paperwork, especially considering he would lose any and all claim to Scarlet Fortune if they'd divorced. And he'd have to pay child support for a kid he couldn't be bothered to call on her birthday. Oof. Does no one in this town have two parents? Hooray, another member of the Deadbeats Dad Club. I'm sorry, that must have been really hard for you. Sounds like he was a real loser. That is a good question. Does no one in this town have two parents? Janie's kid does, for now. But this town will take its toll on her eventually. What do you think of Silas and the other old-timers? What is there to think about? For better or for worse, they're the reason that the two of us are here right now. Let's talk about us. Can't believe we're actually hanging out. What kind of things did Perline tell you about me and my mom? What do you really think of me? Kind of an asshole. Are we really related? You're a better person than you let on. I'm really glad I came up here. What kind of things did Perline tell you about me and my mom? I don't think you want to know. Perline was a gossip, and she was always at her worst talking about family. What do you really think of me? You're better than asking me for validation, I'll say that much. I'm really glad I came up here. Glad you can make it. Her face, it looks so pained. Let's ask about people in town. I'm supposed to have dinner at Reese's place. Do you know him? Reese. Oh yeah, that dude used to hang out with Kanika and Stella. I kind of remember him. Quiet, smelled kind of weird. Stopped coming to school at one point. Guess he got sick or something. I know his mom better than I know him. She's been everybody's doctor for as long as I can remember. She's intimidating. I've always liked her. Oh, so Reese was the guy that was in that house. For some reason I thought that was Wayne, but I guess Wayne is just that other guy with the thing on his head. I guess we never officially met Wayne? Wait, no. Tabitha was dating Wayne. Okay, I think we got it. Guess that's not hereditary, though. Reese always seemed like a bit of a wet blanket to me. I know I already asked, but now that we're hanging out, can you tell me what the deal is with you and Stella? Do you want me to try and get you in with Kanika? You had some harsh things to say about Oscar last night. Do you really believe what you said? What do you think about Avery? What's going on with Wayne? Let's ask about that. He's been following me. I think there's something wrong with him. Wayne? As in Sam Wayne? I don't know who you think is following you, but it can't be him. Sam Wayne wasn't a creep. Sorry, it's a bit of a sore spot for me. I'd rather not talk about it. Tabitha, the man is stalking me. Come on, you can trust me. At some point this week, you're gonna have to stop brushing off everything that's happened around town. Alright, fine. Okay, boundaries respected. Tabitha, the man is stalking me. It's fine. I'm not gonna let anything happen to you. I know I already asked, but now that we're hanging out, can you tell me the deal with you and Stella? Oh, not this again. But fine, we were close in high school. Really, really close. We'd have sleepovers a few nights a week, spend all night watching monster movies and eating chips, and... Anyway, Perline didn't like her. I'd always have to lie and say I was going over to her place to study. When we graduated, it was impossible to see her anymore. There were no more excuses to go study, and I was too busy learning the ropes at the mine. Perline made sure every waking minute was occupied. I didn't have time for friends. But I never needed friends before meeting Stella, so it was easy enough to slip back into that mindset and try to move on. Oh, so you don't really hate her then? Why ban her from your property though? You're acting like Perline ended it all, but Stella hasn't stopped trying to be there for you. It's probably better for the both of us that way. Maybe she's trying to protect Stella from her mom that's probably still living in the house. Do you want me to try and get you in with Kanika? Please, if she's anything like me, that would only make her hate me more. I have dignity, Casper. You had some harsh things to say about Oscar last night. Do you really believe what you said? I do. Some people shouldn't have kids. Why? He seems nice. What do you think of Avery? Who? Okay. Avery works at a diner, wears plant shirts. I have no idea what you're talking about. Do you know Sybil well? Sybil? Everyone in town knows her. Why did you hire Janie? Perline hired Janie. She was my babysitter before she started cleaning the estate. The police are really on my ass. I wouldn't worry about them. Our family is the law around these parts. Ooh, we got power here. So you should do your best to stay on my good side. See, she's kind of funny. You coming ghost hunting with us tonight? Is that actually happening? Stella will be there. But so will Kanika. She wants to come. And now she'd be thrilled to see me again, but there's no point arguing with you. If you're going to get up to any paranormal stuff, I'd better be there to save your skin if it gets hairy. Count me in. Ooh, we got a full party. Thanks for taking me out here. Your phone buzzes before Tabitha has a chance to respond. Almost forgot, it's Mayor Jimmy Day. What? Good excuse to head over to the library, so we should check in with Oscar and Rosalina. Meet you all there in half an hour. I totally blanked on that. Been having weird foggy morning. Wow, that they're still doing Mayor Jimmy thing even after last night. Do you think news spread yet? But yeah, we should go see Oscar. See y'all soon. Somebody's popular. It's Mayor Jimmy Day? Ugh, what a ridiculous event. You know he's a dog, right? Did they fill you in on that little detail? We haven't wait, was he actually a dog? I thought you were being, like, metaphorical. We hadn't had a human mayor in Scarlet Hollow since at least the early 1900s. We've been a dog mayor town since then. Tabitha takes another sip of her soda, smirking. I've heard that there's, like, an actual real town that has a dog as a mayor, and I heard it went pretty well, so I don't know, maybe this is the way to go. Everyone knows it's our family that holds the power in this town. Still, it sounds like it could be kind of fun. Even I can admit it's funny watching everyone fawning over the little guy in his mayor getup. And if Stella's gonna be there, you have a thing for Stella, I think. Yeah, count me in. We can finish our sodas and head over. Man, you've been being a tsundere all this time. I got the achievement, I can fix her. We did fix her. How do I look? It's been a while since I've been out in public like this. I'm kind of nervous. Who the hell is that? Oh, great, it's Karen. Out of the corner of your eye, you see a furious woman making a beeline for you and Tabitha. Becca slinking behind her. That must be your mother. Tabitha? Someone's coming. Tap Tabitha's shoulder. Say nothing. Tabitha, someone's coming. What? Oh, great. Excuse me, Miss Scarlet. Can I help you? Becca stares at you from a distance as the furious woman tears into Tabitha. This must be your mother. What the hell do you think you're doing here, grinning like a buffoon after everything that's happened last night? A mine collapse almost killed my poor, sweet, innocent child, and you thought it was a good idea to retaliate by demoting my husband? We've gotten used to a new lifestyle. You can't just take that away from us for something that was your fault. Actually, it was your kid's fault. Don't think I won't be pressing charges. Well, the good news is that this town kind of sucks, so nothing will come of that. Mom, please, you're embarrassing me. Shut up, Becca. Mommy's advocating for you. Great. You shouldn't talk to your daughter like that. It's bad parenting. Your husband told your daughter it was safe to go in that mine. Of course he was demoted. You hear complaining about your husband being demoted? I almost died trying to help your daughter. You're lucky your daughter didn't get herself killed last night. Just ignore her, Tabitha. You're here complaining about your husband being demoted? I almost died trying to help your daughter. The way I hear it, everything was fine last night until you showed up. So unless you want me to sue you as well, I'd keep your mouth shut. What legal grounds do you think you even have? There are signs. The place was boarded up. I did my legal duty, and you don't have a leg to stand on, so don't try to threaten me. Mom, can we just go, please? If I were you, I'd listen to your brat. You haven't heard the last from us. You'll see. Great. The woman storms off just as quickly as she stormed in, Becca following at a distance. God damn it, she's right. About what? She's awful. I can't just hang around town the day after something like that. It doesn't look right. I should be up there, even if it's just to oversee what's going on. If I'm supposed to run this place, I've got to get my head in the game. Get your head in the game. I can't slip up like this again. Tabitha sighs, straightening up, her scowl returns. Stay out of trouble. I'll see you at the library tonight. Oh, but come on, you want to see Stella. You have a thing for her. I can tell. I can feel it in my heart and soul. Your cousin turns and heads back to her car, leaving you alone on Main Street. Go to the library, I guess. Bummer. You enter the library alone. It's busier than usual, and a small crowd is formed in the corner of the main foyer. Hey, Casper. Thank God we have something to do this morning. My family has been driving me nuts. Yes, the whole gang's here. I've been waiting to introduce Casper to the mayor for, like, the entire time I've known her. It'll be worth it. Trust us. Alright, shall we? Let's see that doggy. Oh, that's a good boy. Yep, he's a dog. He's got a tie. That's awesome. Keen eye, and judging from the series of portraits lining the walls, Tabitha wasn't pulling your leg. Every mayor of Scarlet Hollow in living memory has also been a dog. That's adorable. You can tell that this dog is the mayor from his little sash and his fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. Oh, I'm so glad I can talk to animals. And unless you're mistaken, the serious man by his side is Deputy Franklin, one of the policemen you spoke to following your encounter in the woods on Monday. The mayor's little nose starts twitching as you approach. His doggy eyes shine with curious intensity. What have you got? You've got something wet and nutty. Oh no. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's give him our campaign contribution. Offer him a campaign contribution. You hold out your now slightly rancid bag of boiled peanuts. Oh god. The mayor's nose twitches eagerly at the strong odor, and then he's on him in a flash, ripping through the plastic and devouring the soft-shelled legumes. I hope they don't kill him. Drop it, sir. Drop it. Oh my god. His security detail tries to tear him away, but it's too late. The peanuts are already eaten. Did I just kill him? Thank you for the generous campaign donation. Oh hey, you finally got rid of those things. Thank God. You better hope those nuts settle well. If the mayor gets any tummy trouble after eating your disgusting pocket peanuts, there'll be hell to pay. Why, I never. Now you see what I mean. Not so much begging before he dove right for the snacks. I've smelled those peanuts on you since day one, and you never saw me become such an animal over them. Good morning, citizen. I don't believe we've met. He holds out his paw as if to shake your hand. Hey, aren't you Deputy Franklin? It's lovely to meet you, Mr. Mayor. You take his little paw in your hand, but the burly security detail stops you. No paw shaking, only head pats and ear scratches allowed. I must apologize for his security detail. He has my best interests at heart, but he can be such a little gruff at times. Gretchen says you're a lowlife. He's a dog. I knew he'd be a dog. Mayor, there's something very serious in this town and we need your help. We're doomed, aren't we? Okay, we've met the mayor. Let's go. Hey, aren't you Deputy Franklin? Not when I'm off duty. The mayor scoffs. Off duty. The services you render for me are more important than your police work. You still haven't found Duke's body. What are you even doing here? Like I said, I'm off duty, and I don't make a habit of discussing official police business with out-of-towners. And especially not with suspicious out-of-towners. Now, let's hear the stranger out. Tourism is a part of this town's lifeblood, after all. Mr. Mayor, there's something very serious going on in this town, and we need your help. Murmurs stir in the crowd behind you as you relay the danger to the mayor. Of course, the Pepper disappearances. I've been made aware of this situation. But what do you expect me to do about it? It's autumn, the tourist season in Scarlet Hollow. I can't turn away the lifeblood of this town, not with the mine faltering the way it is. There was a mine collapse last night. We don't need any more news of disaster coming out of Scarlet Hollow. Do you understand? Wow, that's a smart dog. You care about tourists? Wait, how do you know what's going on? So, you know... Oh wait, everyone can hear me when I say these things. I don't know if this is a good idea. So you know there are monsters laying eggs in the local animals and you're just gonna let it happen? You're very well spoken. I can see how you got elected. People are watching. Don't be too suspicious. Yeah, I don't know. We don't need people thinking I'm crazy. I mean, he's barking, right? You're very well spoken. I can see how you got elected. Kenai, the murmurs behind you intensify as you continue your conversation with the mayor. Maybe that wasn't a good move. It's not just the fancy words that get you elected, human. It's hard work, dedication, and that unspoken charisma that carries a true leader to victory. Scraps and Daisy put up a good fight, but I had just had something they lacked. The humans knew it, the dogs knew it. Well, most of the dogs. Oh, Gretchen looks so mad. There's still a few hearts I never won. His gaze falls briefly on Gretchen, who huffily turns away. I just heard about enough from you, Jimmy. Look at you, putting on a show in front of your adoring fans while the dogs of this town are snatched up by monsters in the woods, hoping the humans will clean it all up for you. When are you finally going to do something meaningful for the hairier citizens of Scarlet Hollow? Now, Gretchen, there's no need... Scraps never would have let those things prowl the woods for so long. And yet you sit back, waiting for humans to notice, letting more innocent dogs suffer. You know I almost lost my life to those stings the other night, and my goodness, haven't you heard about poor Duke? There's a lot of drama in dog world. Now, Gretchen, a lot of those were old dogs. It's fair to me assume they simply went to the big farm upstate. Don't you dare talk to me about old dogs! He's only a dog. It's not like he has any real power. She's got a good point, Mr. Mayor. I guess every politician is corrupt and cowardly, even the actual dogs. Stella, your dog is yelling at the mayor. Wow, Gretchen's barking a lot. I think she doesn't like the mayor. Let's say that. Wow, Gretchen's barking a lot. I think she doesn't like the mayor, and I totally can't understand every single word these two are saying. Don't look at me suspiciously. You're damn right I don't. Scraps would have been out of the woods at the first sign of trouble, tearing at the throats of any creatures who dare threaten the dogs of Scarlet Hollow. Yet here he is posing for the little rectangles like nothing's wrong in this town. Gretchen squirms in Stella's arms, straining to get at Mayor Jimmy. Hey, whoa, Gretchen, calm down, little girl, you're gonna pull a muscle. Mr. Franklin, I think now is a good time to dispose of this riff-raff. Miss Richmond, I'm gonna have to ask you and your dog to step away from the mayor. I should have known better. These two have never been able to get along. Stella walks off, still struggling to hold Gretchen as she shouts insults back at Jimmy. Ingrate! Ne'er-do-well! You dog! Kanika is quick to follow. Dog cookies. follow them. Well, that was wonderful. It looks like everyone else is already talking to Oscar in the next room. Before you can catch up to your companions, you're intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. Oh, this must be the pastor. Sounds like old Gretchen the mayor may have some unresolved issues, wouldn't you say? I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're Casper? Everyone's been buzzing about you. So sorry to hear about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now. I doubt Perline's in a better place. It sounds like she was awful. She went straight to hell, I'm telling you right now. Let's not kid ourselves. We both know Perline's in hell. Man, we really have something against her. I don't believe in the afterlife. Oh, thank God. I've been hoping to find a priest. Let's not bring up the animal thing. Janie mentioned you this morning. That woman's the light of my life. I'm so glad she's here to help your cousin through this rough patch. Hey, do you know anything about ghosts? Ghosts? I've never encountered one myself, but I've heard stories of folks who have been visited by their loved ones from beyond the grave. It seems like it provides them with a sort of spiritual healing. Like their beloved relatives are watching over them, even in death. Is this about Perline, or perhaps your mother? Have you been visited by her? He doesn't need to know about everybody's stuff. I don't know. I think we need an exorcism. I mean, he is a priest. We might need it. I think we need an exorcism. Oh, we're coming out with it. Oscar's house is haunted and we're investigating tonight. Oh, like a Scooby-Doo episode or something? I'm afraid I don't buy into that particular notion. I'm a bit too spiritualist. Now, if it were a vision of one of his parents trying to contact him from heaven, I could understand that. But I simply don't believe in malicious spirits, lingering neither in heaven nor hell, jumping out of closets to scare us. I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for whatever it is he saw. Wait, you believe in some ghosts and not others? What makes you an authority on that? Were ghosts in the mines last night? Nah, let's ask that. Wait, you believe in some ghosts but not others? What makes you an authority on that? I do have a degree from one of the top seminaries in the country. I took a whole class on ghosts, so I suppose that does give me certain authority in this situation. Oh, I don't know if I want to bring him. He kind of creeps me out. Well, I trust Oscar. I'm sure Mr. Guillertez saw something, but I'm just suggesting he might have misinterpreted a sign from the beyond. A lot of folk are frightened and presented with such visions. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Let's see. I should go. It was nice meeting you. I should go. It was nice meeting you, though. Of course. If you ever find yourself in need of counseling, or spiritual guidance, you know where to find me. Thanks for the offer, but I'm fine. Even after everything that happened last night? Nobody was hurt, but still, from what I hear, it was quite a close call. Not to doubt your resolve, but I know I would need some serious praying to work through the motions out from something like that. Heck, I had to pray over it anyway, and I wasn't even there to witness it. Well, if you ever feel like you're struggling and could use a good listener, you know where to find me. It was lovely meeting you, and you have a blessed day, Casper. The pastor leaves you and joins the line to see the mayor. Nothing to do now but catch up to your companions. Go after them. Oh my god, where's your shirt? You find them already talking to Oscar deeper into the library. Are you sure we can't just get it over with while the sun's up? I don't know if I can handle getting scared shitless in the dark 2 nights in a row. I wish we could, especially since I'm not particularly excited about going back in there after dark either, but I'm pretty sure it only comes out when the sun goes down. Yeah, there's no way I'm going in until the spirit is at full power. I want to be sure we get the best evidence possible. This could be my one shot to get real proof of ghosts. I'm not just gonna waste it because I'm impatient. Y'all are gonna be the death of me. I just hope it's possible to get rid of this thing. This is a pretty serious ghost infestation? Is that what you'd call something like this? I believe it's called a haunting, but ghost infestation also sounds good. I suppose we're the ghost hunters, so we can call it whatever we want. Anyways, I'll be bringing all the ghost hunting supplies anyone that could ever need, so we should so we should be set on preparations. The only thing y'all need to bring is an open mind. We have the power of friendship on our side. Yeah, let's go with that. Heck yeah, we do. If anime has taught me anything, it's the power of friendship. It's that the power of friendship is unstoppable. That's a lovely sentiment. I'm sure Rosaline would at least be glad to know that you all did your best to help her. Well, if we're not doing the hunt now, I guess we should head over to Reese's. Absolutely. Come on, Casper. Time to go bother our friend. I'm gonna get back at it. See y'all tonight. Time to go. I mean, these two now. So, about the mayor. He's corrupt. That dog cares more about tourist money than protecting the town. I don't like the cut of his jib. You should vote for Scraps next election. That's who Gretchen supports. Wait, how do you know about Scraps? Can you actually talk to animals? I've always liked Scraps. Gretchen's got good taste. Well, at least they kind of know now. Who's Avery? Oh yeah, the guy, or the person from the diner. So I finally met Pastor Daniel. It was only a matter of time until he tried to pull you to decide about grief counseling. When my dad died, I had to ban him from the general store for a week. He won't stop leaving these little pamphlets at the checkout. I don't know where he finds so many. Y'all are right. His vibes are bad. He and Janie keep trying to make me go to church. That's all I have to say, really. I met him. He has been met. I have no opinions on the man. Wow, really? I always thought he makes a memorably skin-crawling first impression. Yeah, he was a bit creepy. Yeah, he has the tendency to stick in people's minds for one reason or another, and they're almost never good reasons. The man was grinning through all of my dad's funeral. As far as I'm concerned, he's a ghoul. And I don't mean that in a stigmatizing mental illness kind of way. There's just this little siren that goes off every time I see him that tells me to get away from him. That's exactly how I would describe it too. Yeah, I can feel that. The whole town feels the same way. Now that I think about it, he must be pretty lonely. He can look for friends somewhere else. Oh yeah, before I forgot, I invited Tabitha to come ghost hunting. I still don't get what you see in her, and I don't think I ever will, but I guess she's your family. I thought she was pretty helpful at the mines last night. I mean, I guess. I'm pretty sure she's the sole reason we all survived. Good call, Casper. I can't wait to hang out with her more. Kanika sighs. Doesn't matter though. Casper already invited her, so I guess we'll just see what happens. If we're lucky, she'll be too busy at the mines to even show. Aw, don't say that, Neeks. If we're lucky, she will show, and the two of you will finally get along. We don't have to bring Avery into this. They don't seem like a fighter, nor do they seem like they have much information on ghosts. Let's head to Reese's. Alright, shall we head out? The three of you leave the library for an early dinner at Reese's. Reese's Cups. Any ghosts? Any? I don't see any. You once again find yourself in front of the Reese's house. A cold hesitation grips you as the building looms over the hilltop. Though it's only early afternoon, it feels much later, the sun already sinking behind the tall mountains that surround Scarlet Hollow. We're a little early. What if Dr. Kelly yells at us? There's no such thing as early when you're hanging out with friends. That's just extra time you get to spend together. Okay, but what if she yells at us? It's too late. The door swings open. Hey. Reese. Oh, that's Reese. Oh my god, you're so skinny. Or you need to eat something. Holy crap, you're gonna, like, waste away completely. Oh my god, dude, it's been ages. You must be Casper, right? I've heard a lot about you. Stella's been relentless about making sure I got all the Casper updates. My goodness gracious, there's something that smells terribly off about that boy. Get away from him, my Stella, you fiend! Gretchen starts yelping at Reese, straining against Stella's grip as she tries to get between them. Are they here already? I knew you'd show up early, Stella, and you brought the dog. Great. Yeah, I thought she might cheer Reese up. I don't know what's gotten into her all of a sudden. The dog stays outside. Oh, but I don't want him to get eaten. But it's okay. It's okay, Stella. We can let her chill out in my van for a bit. I'll run the AC and leave her some treats. You know I always have some of those easy chew dog jerky stashed away. The gall, the gumption. This is a violation of my rights. But we go everywhere together. You want to come in or not? Kanika nervously tugs Stella away towards her van. You keep her safe from that monster, Casper, you hear? You don't let a feather of harm fall on my darling Stella. Well, what about you, Casper? You coming in? I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna tell that Gretchen called him a monster. I don't know. I trust dogs. I mean, who knows? I'll wait for Stella and Kanika. Fine. Quiet sets in as you wait for Stella and Kanika to come back from the van. Okay, we're back. Great, let's get this over with. The house feels cold. Not only is there a cold, odd chill in the air, but the building itself feels too sterile, uncomfortably tidy to the point where you're nervous to touch anything. If it weren't for the aroma of store-bought dinner rolls baking in the oven and the unsettling artwork hanging on the walls, you'd be half convinced you were wandering into a real estate showing. Yeah, I was wondering about that. I saw the bone, like the skeleton of a horse, maybe? So, how can I lend a hand? Handle land. By sitting down at the table and not puttering around in my kitchen. I made sure everything was done well in advance, so the only thing left are the dinner rolls, which shouldn't be long. Then we can have a quick dinner and you can leave my house and go on about your business. I was kind of hoping to see Reese's new art. We still have time now, right? You aren't seriously considering subjecting your friends to your disaster of a room, are you? It's not that bad. You can still see the floor. Dr. Kelly raises a single questioning eyebrow. I don't mind a little mess. Yeah, I doubt it could be any worse than the way I keep my room. Yes, okay, fine. As long as you stay out of the kitchen. I don't care what you get up to. Cool. We'll just be downstairs. You won't even know we're here. You make your way towards the basement stairs. Oh. Somebody's feeling a little edgy, aren't they? They look an awful lot like ditchlings. Yeah, I think Gretchen was right. I mean, I don't know, people that draw creepy things aren't always weird, but the fact that Gretchen doesn't like them and he draws creepy things and they're creepy things that we've kind of seen, I don't know. The basement is what you might expect out of a tortured artist who spends all of his time confined to his studio. Discarded canvases line its edges while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the walls and paint, sneering out at their creator. Your mom is so scary. She can be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourselves comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately. I haven't been cleaning much. I'm surprised that, like, the room is like this, considering how, like, weird his mom is. Like, considering the upstairs and how sterile it was, I'm surprised that she lets her son stay in this room when he's the sick one. Like, you'd think she would have deep cleaned this place. Your mom really looks out for you. So, has Stella told you about everything that's happened the past few days? I feel like it's kind of aggressive to ask, what are you sick with? Your art. It's... there sure is a lot of it. There's There sure is a lot of it. Yeah, it's kind of a compulsion. Being down here all the time can be pretty frustrating. My emotions have nowhere to go, so they just writhe and grow inside of me and pick me apart from within. But when it gets bad, I can just pick up a paintbrush and let them flow out of me and onto the canvas. Like I can trap them somewhere outside of myself, at least for a little while. But they come back over and over again, so I keep painting. You know, you could gain a real following if you ever posted these online. Just saying. Nah, I think I'm okay with sticking to sparsely populated late-night live streams. That's all the social media I can handle. I don't know how you do it, Stella, having to exist in front of all those people all the time. Knowing some version of you lives in their head, knowing they expect something out of you that you might not be able to give them. Okay, but if the only time you ever put your art on display is a live stream, during ghoul hours, when am I going to be able to see what you've been working on? Tell you what, when I die, I'll leave you my paintings, then you can see them all. And maybe they'll even be worth millions since I'll be dead. I'd be able to rest easy knowing someone has retroactively given my life value. Your mom really looks out for you. That's one way to look at it, I guess. It's possible she's gotten a bit on edge lately. I think my condition has been stressing her out a lot. It used to be something she thought she could fix, but I think she's kind of accepted it's just something we have to manage. But even if she is a little harsh, she means well. It's like you said, she's just looking out for me. Flirt? What? I know you think you need her, but there are plenty of people out there who'd love to dote on you. I don't want to flirt with this guy. I get that. She's worried about you. She's a little controlling. No, I guess I have to wonder if isolating you from your friends is really looking out for you. She's kind of hot. I mean, I'm guessing it might have something to do with his immune system. But you'd think they'd be able to, like, I don't know, talk to each other through a window or something? Though I guess I have to wonder if isolating you from your friends is really looking out for you. It is kind of miserable way to live. I don't think... Does she do that? She did turn us away yesterday. Came by yesterday? She didn't tell me. I was probably just asleep. She must have forgotten to mention it. I don't know if I would call that isolating. She didn't want to wake me up. I don't think that's her being controlling or anything. Not to cast any doubt on that, but she did say I couldn't bring you any food. She knows that's how I share my friends, show my friends how much I appreciate them, and she knows I can work around all kinds of allergies and intolerances. Not gonna lie, it felt weird. I don't know, my body is pretty peculiar when it comes to food. She just prefers to have full control over what I eat, so... okay, maybe that does sound controlling. But it's for a good reason. If I eat the wrong thing, it could really mess me up, so she has to regulate my food. Okay, now I kinda have to ask. I mean, I feel like we had a good couple of opening questions. What are you sick with? Jesus, Casper, coming right in with that one, huh? We don't have to talk about your illness, Reese. It's okay, I've come to terms with the way the rest of my life is gonna be. You're so macabre, Reese. You make it sound like you've been sentenced to death. You haven't, right? Not exactly. No one really knows what's wrong with me, but it's getting worse. I can barely keep most food down. My skin always itches like there's worms crawling underneath it. I could live for a long time, or a short time, no one's sure. But I'm definitely not going to get better. Whatever time I have left is going to be miserable. So I've done my mourning. My best years are behind me. My future is unknowable, but one day I'll end up in a pine box, just like everybody else, and I'm okay with that. Dang, Reese, I may be goth, but that's some real nihilistic shit. We'll make sure to come by more often from here on out. Friendship heals all wounds, right? Thanks, guys, but you really shouldn't worry about me. I have my art. I'm doing fine, really. I wonder if he's actually dead underneath that shirt, you know? Like, does he actually have the rest of his body under there? Or are there, like, worms coming out? True, we're all joining the worms one day. We gotta make the best of what we got. So what's your diagnosis? That seems a bit aggressive. But Can we be aggressive? I mean, he's gonna die. He might not mind. And I feel like it's important. So what's your diagnosis? She's really persistent too. I'm afraid that answer isn't very illuminating because it's not any one particular thing. It's just a whole mess of nasty little things that add up to one big diagnosis of bad genes. Guess I pulled the losing card in the DNA lottery. And hey, it's not all bad. Some of it's just kind of weird, like this. Oh. Reese pulls on the skin of his arm. It stretches unnaturally. Oh, spandex. Hyperelasticity. Kinda cool, right? Whoa. Does that not hurt? Nope, feels fine. Like I said, it gets itchy under the skin sometimes, but I don't know if that's elasticity, the medicine, or some other part of my condition. So has Stella told you about everything that's happened the past couple days? Oh, she's told me about what you guys found out there. Wish I could see some of it myself, but, you know. He gestures in futility towards the walls of the basement. I mean, it's really weird that he's in the basement. Oh, he does have windows. I thought he had nothing. Are you sure you can't sneak out one of these nights? Doc isn't keeping me prisoner here, Stella. I'm sick. You know that. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to... There's nothing to apologize for. I appreciate the effort. I really do. There's just nothing you can really rescue me from. That die's already been cast. But we were talking about the past couple of days, weren't we? You have any thoughts on the ditchlings we've been seeing? Yeah, they've been coming up to my window at night. Wait, really? Is that why you texted me that they look something like something out of your nightmares? Yeah, I thought it was hallucinating and put it together that we might have been seeing the same thing until just now. I've been sketching them actually. Tell me what you think. Pulls out a sketchbook from the piles in his room. Okay, that's exactly what I saw on my way home last night. What does it mean that they've been lurking around here, though? I don't know, but I like the company. They're kind of beautiful in a sad way, if you ask me. Agreed to disagree with you there. Those things are gonna be stuck in my nightmares until the day I die. What do you think's going on with Wayne? Who? You know, the guy who's been following Casper around and being all ominous. Oh yeah, that slasher creep. I appreciate the classic Jason vibes he's got going on. Here's hoping that he doesn't live up to the look, for all of our sakes. Do you think the town is doomed? I think everything is probably doomed at some point, but I guess that's answering a different question. Do I think this town of Scarlet Hollow is on the brink of collapse? Probably not, but it's not like I have much perspective on what it's like out there. There could be there could be rioting on Main Street, and if Stella or the doc didn't tell me, I just wouldn't know. I would totally tell you if there was a riot. Would Dr. Kelly tell you, though? I mean, yeah, I'd hope so, but the point I'm trying to make is that other people are my eyes out there. What do you think of my cousin? She was always so distant and mean. I probably would have thought that she had it out for me personally if she wasn't like that towards everyone. Or if I thought she even knew my name. But people change. Maybe she's nicer now. She's still terrible. You guys just never took the chance to get to know her. She's actually really funny and sweet. Yeah, she is. I'll pass. Thanks. Well, you're gonna get to know her, so hold your breath. Quite the movie collection you got there. Got any recs? Let me think. Oh yeah, have you heard of Shi no Chi, Deathblood? I saw that for the first time recently and it blew me away. Excellent example of both Japanese horror and found footage done right. We could even put it on after dinner if you guys are interested. Dang, I would usually be down for that, but we've got to head over to Oscar's after this. We promised we'd ghost bust his place. Apparently he's been dealing with a bad haunting. I feel like we should really be there for him tonight, considering everything that's happened. He and Rosalina both need our support right now. Let's just return. So you three go way back, huh? Almost to the womb. The school here is my tiny K-12. Not exactly a one-room schoolhouse, but not far from it. We're lucky we all got along as much as we did. Some kids weren't able to make any friends their own age. They just happened to be born around the same time as some jerks and were stuck with them through their whole school career. Poor kids. Not that we were free from dealing with jerks, like a certain Scarlet I could name. Okay, she was a little rough around the edges, but she was pretty friendly when you got past that. Maybe to you, the way she used to look at me, you'd think I'd rolled in something foul every morning before school. Same here, though to be fair, the feeling was more mutual between us. She deserved it, though. I'm not gonna flirt with him. Wanna come ghost hunting? No, he's like gonna die and I don't trust him. Dinner's gotta be ready by now, right? Almost on cue, Reese's mom shouts from the kitchen. Dinner's on the table. Guess that's it for catching up. Make sure you all wash your hands with soap. I don't want anyone sharing their germs at the dinner table. Sure thing, Doc. Yes, ma'am. You make your way towards the sink, but are stopped in your tracks by the pull of an odd door at the end of the hallway. Feels out of place, like you accidentally wandered into a different, older house. But more than that, you feel something radiating out from behind it. Something dark and cold. Something that reminds you of the dusty tunnels you narrowly escaped last night. An oppressive hum just beyond your hearing fills the air and you feel strange. Uh-oh. Who's this jolly little fella? You are compelled to approach the door, drawn in as if hypnotized. Oh no. Do we have any other options? Ah, man. Open the door. Before you know it, the doorknob is turning in your hand, your heart full of both deep dread and compulsive need to know what might be on the other side. What do you think you're doing? Did she slap me? Well... the bathroom's right there. That's not a good excuse. Something compelling about this door. You see what's behind this door. Nothing? Something compelling about this door. No, there isn't. Now wash your hands. Turn to the door. You won't let her interrupt you. You need to know what's behind the door. Oh, no you don't. Come on, wash your hands and sit down. She grabs you by your shoulder, yanking you away. You do as she says, cleaning up under her watchful eyes and allowing yourself to be ushered back to the table and away from the door. Dinner is already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Kanika anxiously picks at her food. Stella's nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense. His shoulders tight as his mother perches on the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. She sits opposite you at the far head of the table, her features silhouetted against the light of the setting sun in the window behind her. Pills. She slides a few tablets towards Reese. He obediently swallows them. This is excellent, Dr. Kelly. Is the pasta sauce homemade? No, it's from a jar. I work too many hours to make my own pasta sauce. Well, you have excellent taste in brands, and if you ever want any tips on easy home-cooked pastas, you know No thanks, Stella. I have the internet if I need recipes. Thanks again for having us, Dr. Kelly. We really appreciate it. You didn't tell me they came by yesterday. You were asleep. I didn't want them to wake you up. But you could have told me. Why? They were coming over today anyway. I would just rather know these things. Noted. You know, I think I saw a video online about a family like yours. Turns out the mom was poisoning her kid for 18 years. Oh my god. Oh. About Reese. Small talk. The danger. About Reese. I feel like I've been asking this question a lot, but does no one in this town have two parents? What exactly does he have? That she won't tell us. It must break your heart having to isolate your son from the world like this. Yeah, let's go with that. It must break your heart having to isolate your son from the world like this. It's just another unfortunate side effect of his illness. Both of us just have to come to terms with it. It's not the life I wanted for him, but it's the life he has to lead. Maybe he doesn't have to. Oh, geez, Kanika, your boots are heavy. Ow, geez, Kanika, your boots are heavy. Sorry, Dr. Kelly. We're totally respectful of Reese's boundaries, even though they might seem a little arbitrary and strict. Isn't that right, Stella? You can kick me all you like, but it won't change my bold attitude and outgoing personality. You know, Doc, I feel pretty okay. I don't think having people over is all that rough on me. We'll see how you feel in an hour. Reese is a talented artist. You must be proud of him. He has a lot of skill, honed through practice and dedication. I can't say I understand a lot of his pieces, but of course I'm proud. Thanks, Doc. I really want to ask, but she's totally not going to tell us. Return. Small talk. You're dead. You're a doctor. Have you seen the dead body? I have. My cousin says she admires you. That's a good one. Really? I didn't think Tabitha could look up to anyone who isn't Scarlet. You just didn't get to know her. She has tons of inspirations. Rockefeller, Carnegie, Ford. Ugh, that's even worse. If she admired me so much, she shouldn't be afraid to come in here for a yearly physical. Especially since her aunt and her mother both passed away at such a relatively young age. And I think the women in the previous generation fared even worse than that. Can't remember the last time I saw her in my office. She should get her priorities straight. You can tell her I said that. Maybe she'll listen to family. So why didn't you want me poking around the clinic? I know this is a terrible question to ask, but I'm kind of curious. You seem awfully guarded about me checking out that door. Because it's closed. Doctors don't usually let people wander around their clinics. Of course, Dr. Kelly, we would never. I'm sure Casper's just joking, right, Casper? You know, I can't say I've ever felt drawn to this place before, but the secrecy is starting to make it feel awfully compelling. Stella, don't you think about getting any ideas from Casper. No one is playing hide and seek in my private offices. Not today, not ever. Casper, she doesn't need any more bad influences. Yeah, but what if it's haunted? This place was built out of an old Civil War hospital, right? It was on TB clinic too. Double haunted. I can't believe I never went ghost hunting here. Are you sure that you don't want to check it out? We'll have a whole bunch of extra experience after tonight. It's not haunted. Now drop it. Keen-eyed, Dr. Kelly's eyes briefly, nervously glanced towards his son before flitting back to position of annoyance. Can't help but feel like what you saw went beyond compassionate worry to genuine fear. I mean, we could say this. You're a doctor. Have you seen a dead body? I have. That is a strange thing to bring up at the dinner table, or in any other context for that matter. I assume you must be referring to the possible remains of Duke Calloway, but I was under the impression that he was only missing, not dead. He's definitely dead. I have the footage if you need confirmation. That won't be necessary. I suppose if there's a corpse to be found, I'll see it soon enough. Dr. Kelly is the Scarlet Hollow coroner. If someone dies in the holler, she knows. Stella, I've invited you into my home from the goodness of my heart. Could you please have some decorum at the dinner table? Isn't a coroner an elected official? Yes, I'm not that. I'm a medical examiner. I'm a doctor who can perform autopsies. But it's not something I have to do very often. It's not exactly what I'd call dinner talk, so let's drop it, shall we? Aside from Reese's mom staring down at the table, no one was making eye contact with anyone else. If you're a medical examiner, do you know how my aunt died? She suffocated. Tabitha said she suffocated from sleep apnea. And then at your late aunt's age, it could be deadly. She should have come in here more often. If she'd let me know she was having trouble sleeping, we could have worked on the solution. But who knows, maybe she'd still be here. Are you just eating plain pasta? Where's your sauce, friend? I just noticed that. Ugh. Buddy, you gotta put something on that. That's gross. No one in the holler thinks they need a doctor until they're 6 feet under, I swear. Thanks for putting this together, Dr. Kelly. I don't usually have to cook for so many people. I'm just glad there's enough for everyone. It reminded me of what it used to be like when the two would come over, hungry teenagers, eating me out of house and home. I should have charged your parents for all the food you kids went through. Honestly, it was like I was running a restaurant, not a doctor's office. She seems a little happy about that. We're not talking about that. About Reese. I really don't think she'll answer us. The danger. You seen any weird hairless creatures scurrying around in the woods? I don't tend to go wandering in the woods, so no. You don't have to go all the way to the woods. They've been coming to our windows at night. They've been what? There's these things called ditchlings, and they've been preying on local wildlife, and Casper and I found a whole nest of them the other night when we... Oh, I see. There's some of your little cryptozoological creatures. I know it sounds pretty out there, but I've seen these things in person. We're not messing around. They're out there, laying eggs in animals and doing God knows what else. And here I thought you finally managed to get your head, an even head on your shoulders, Kanika. Seems like Stella might be a bad influence on you. I know her little stories can be convincing, but that's only because she's managed to do so to thoroughly convince herself. She's not making up stories. Neither is Kanika, neither am I. All you have to do is look outside after dark. There have been more every night. They're all pale and doughy in their faces. They're like sculptures of humans that didn't set right. I see. You staying up late painting your grisly faces. You started to see them everywhere. I'm sure whatever's outside is just raccoons or... Stop doubting everything I say. Stop trying to rewrite things I tell you to fit what you think should be true. There's weird shit going down in Scarlet Hollow, whether you want to face it or not. The more you talk, the less you feel like you're having a conversation, and the more you feel like you're treading on eggshells. Well, I'm gonna take a drink of water. Has anyone come in suffering from hallucinations? I'm not at liberty to discuss private medical information. Are you sure? Not even a little bit? We could help out our investigation into strange going-ons. It's not like you have to name names. Investigation? Into what? The mine collapse? You little ghouls. I think that it's best left to professionals, Stella, not someone who runs around the woods with a camcorder. Judging by police response so far, Dr. Kelly, I don't think it is. We saw some stuff down in the mines last night that I struggle to explain. Maybe if we knew if there were any miners suffering from hallucinations, we could just rule it out as gas leak, but you were in an abandoned mine. The chances that you were huffing something dangerous and hallucinatory are through the roof. Leave it at that and treat it as an accident. Treat it as an accident it was, not like some kind of mystery to unravel. Have you seen any sick animals lately? I'm a doctor, not a vet. Didn't someone come in with a sick cow last week? Yeah, but it's not like I examined the thing. I told them what I told you and sent them on their way. He said it had lumps. Sure, it had lumps, but I assumed it was suffering from some cow disease. It's not something I've done much research on. I don't know how normal it is for a cow to be covered in lumps. Doesn't that sound like... Oh yeah, the ditchlings. Ditchlings are no farm animals. Ditchlings are no farm animals safe from their devious clutches. Dr. Kelly, in Stella's footage it looked like there was something pupating inside one of the Duke's chickens. I bet there were lumps on the cow. I bet those were the lumps on the cow. You really should have taken a look. You could have made discoveries previously unknown to the scientific world. Or I could have spread some new horrible disease to my chronically ill son. I'll leave these discoveries to someone else. The tension at the dinner table reaches a breaking point. Alright, that's enough. Dr. Kelly's interrupted by Reese before she can finish her thought. So, we were talking about maybe watching a movie sometime this week while Casper's still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure you'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like that's ever gonna change. I'm sick every day, and I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone because seeing my friends was deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask for permission from my mom just to have friends over. Reese stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. We should run. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix... Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Time to go. Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Damn it. I knew it. I knew this would be too much. Everyone, get out of my house. Please, just leave us alone. Stop trying to interfere with his life. All it does is hurt him more. But we can't just leave him like this. Now is when he needs friends the most. No, now is when he needs me the most. I am his doctor and his mother. I know you care about him. I know that. And he knows it too. But all you would do is get in the way. So just leave, please. Don't think I don't know something's up here. Don't think we don't know something's up here. You have stuff to do anyways. You seem fine before dinner. Sorry, I'll get out of your way. I don't know. I don't know what to do in this situation. Like, she might kick us out of the house. Or she might tell us something that we don't know, you know? Like, if we leave, we're gonna gain nothing. I mean, the worst that could happen is she's just not gonna let us see Reese anymore, but she's probably not gonna let us see anything anyway, so... I'll put it on me. Don't think I don't know something is up here. I don't care what you think. I just want you out so I can take care of my son. The three of you are rushed to the door. We'll be back, Reese. Hope you feel better soon. Yeah, that was probably not the best idea, but what could you do? Dr. Kelly shuts the door in your faces. The click of locks signals the end of your dinner at Reese's. Something weird happened when I went to wash my hands. It was like I was forced to try and break into the clinic. Did either of you get the impression that Dr. Kelly is afraid of Reese? Ooh, we have a keen eye for that one. But we can also explore. Something weird happened when I went to wash my hands. It felt like I was forced to try to break into the clinic. Forced how? It was like something was making me go there. I wonder, was it like the carving in the pit last night? Before you had that seizure, it was kind of like you were hypnotized. I wasn't there, but I guess I'll take your word on it. Hypnotism seems like a step up from what we've been dealing with, though. I mean, I don't know, a lot happened last night, but the whole thing was very trance-like. I guess it was kind of similar. What if there's another carving in there? It'd be so weird. If there was, I wonder if it'd give you another vision. Maybe these things have something to do with the ditchlings. You're not suggesting we go poking around in there, are you? Of course I am. Maybe tomorrow. I'm not breaking into Dr. Kelly's clinic based on the bad vibe Casper got. Did either of you get any impression that Dr. Kelly's afraid of Reese? I could have sworn I saw genuine fear in her eyes for a second there. Are you sure she wasn't just being overprotective? I'm sure that's all that's going on. She has every right to be. I mean, the poor guy took 2 bites of food and got sick immediately. I can't imagine what it's like for the both of them that's like for both of them to go through. If anyone is afraid of anyone in the house, Reese is afraid of his mom. I think you're both reading into things too much. Dr. Kelly is good people. Look, I'm just saying, maybe there's more to their dynamic than him just being sick. But it's not like there's much we can do about it right now. We could probably go back and forth on this for a while. Let's grab Gretchen and get going. The sun is setting and we won't want to miss a second of ghost action. Stella hurries off down the hill, almost as if to run away from what just happened. You and Kanika follow her down the slowly darkening street. Is that something there? I feel... And there? And there. Are there more? I think we're surrounded by ditchlings. 1, 2, possibly 3, 4? Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels so different. What was once a quaint building in a small town now stands as an imposing structure, its walls holding something that stares back at you with menace. Maybe Stella's right. Maybe ghosts aren't real, and the rest of tonight is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. I can't read. My cat is in front of the screen. Please move. Before you enter, a pair of figures is nearby in the nearby bush is catching your eye. You can't help but feel that with every passing day, the ditchlings grow bolder. I do see them. I was right. We're gonna just ignore it though? Enter the library. I feel like we should be like, hey, there's ditchlings. Okay. Scout, please move. Come here. Just as its exterior was intimidating in the setting sun, the inside of the library is dark. Its shadows deep and foreboding. The meet and greet with the mayor ended quite some time ago, and the throngs of visitors took whatever joy was in this place with them as they left. Hey Oscar, are you back yet? Shh, you can't yell in the library. It's against the rules. It's after hours. Rules only apply before 5 p.m. Now it's our domain. I swear you had like a shirt last episode. Hey, you're here sooner than I expected. Hope dinner went okay. Yeah, it went okay. Reese wasn't feeling up for a longer hangout, unfortunately. Sorry to hear that. It's okay, it just means we have more time to hunt ghosts. I've come fully loaded. Got my EMF reader, temperature gauge, spirit box, infrared camera, UV light, video cameras, salt, flashlights for everybody in case the ghost messes with the electricity, parabolic microphone, sharpies and paper for automatic writing, matches and candles for rituals. And you've got your specter-sniffing compatriot by your side too. This ghost can sniff out any ne'er-do-well we might find, whether spirit or scoundrel. Oh, and a Ouija board. I know they're toys, but you never know what might come in handy. Wow, this is a lot of ghost hunting stuff for something that's so last minute. You have this stuff ready to go in a bug-out bag or something? What's a bug-out bag? Of course I do. I actually stashed a couple of bags here overnight after I got back from the mines. Excuse me? I wasn't about to carry everything around all day. This way we can go in the light and pop out to grab more stuff once things start getting spooky. I may never have found any compelling evidence of ghosts, but that's not for a lack of trying. And after last night, I'm more than ready to try again. Oh yeah, we should probably mention that. I've got a bad feeling about this. There were ditchlings in the bushes outside. Who knows how many more are lurking around here? That's concerning. Are we sure it's safe to be around them? If Cybel's right, we're only going to see more of them as time goes on. We can't let them get in the way of things. Well, we also don't want to die. This whole town is one big supernatural death trap. Those mines were chock full of ghosts last night. Last night was weird. I don't know what we saw. There's nothing unexplainable about a mine collapse. Whatever weird stuff. No, we're not saying that. This whole town is one big supernatural death trap. I swear it's not usually like this. It's a really nice place to visit most of the time, just not this week apparently. Yeah, you can tell from all the shuttered storefronts and jaded residents, maybe this place has been a metaphorical death trap for a long time, and society be a little more obvious about it now. Who are you? Yo, don't rush off ghost hunting without Zane. No way I'm gonna forget your promise, Stella. Oh yeah, you're one of those teens. One of those crazy teens. Do you have your shirt with like your name on it? That's kind of lame. Zane, glad you can make it. I was confronted but with my own mortality for the first time yesterday, so I'm desperate for answers about the afterlife to ease my troubled mind. Now let's go mess with some ghosts. Oh my, this certainly has a lot of humans for one little ghost hunt. I do hope this means my dear Stella will be safe this evening, and that whatever foul creatures lurk in the shadows choose to prey on someone else. I hope my house is big enough for 5 ghost hunters at once. If this is everyone, we can go ahead and... Oh yeah, what about Tabitha? That's everyone. Wait, what about Tabby? What about her? She's not here. Let's get started. I guess she can come catch up to us once she gets here. Well, if y'all are itching to get started, it's through the back. Follow me. Where's... Oh, there's the cat. Hey, human. Kick ghost ass, okay? I miss my special tree. You and your companions grab some equipment from one of Stella's carefully stashed bug-out bags before heading back to... If only I could read, that would be cool. before heading towards the junction connecting Oscar's house and the library. Oh great, glass all around and ditchlings outside. The perfect combo. Could we, like, go somewhere with a bit more brick to it? Something that they couldn't bust through? Ugh, looks like the sun has almost set, and this is when stuff usually starts to kick off. I haven't been back inside for about a week, so I have no idea what to expect. Hey! Rosalina. You didn't think you'd be doing this without me, did you? Rosalina? I thought you were Alexis's place. Sorry, Mr. Giertez. She's really convincing. Oh, hi Zane, what's up? Yo. You don't have to leave me out of stuff like this anymore, Dad. I'm not some fragile thing that needs protecting. I can handle seeing a ghost or whatever if it is whatever it is that's keeping us out of our house. I really don't think you want to see what's in there, Rosalina. I don't think you'd ever be able to feel safe in our house again if you knew it was there. I mean, Zane's coming. It's not like tonight is an adults only event. I mean, that's true. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I could say that, but should I? But what if, like, okay, so, because I was thinking, well, it's probably going to be safer for her to not come with us, but then I was like, oh yeah, there's ditchlings everywhere, they could be in the library too, and then I was like, well, if I, like, tell her not to come, chances are she's probably going to come anyways, and then we'll have someone unaccounted for running around when we're trying to hunt some ditchlings, so I guess we should just bring her with us. We'll be safer all together. I mean, Zane's coming. It's not like tonight is an adults only event. She's got a good point, Mr. G. Yeah, I don't want to just be coddled just because you're scared. Alexis and I can handle this. It's best to give this pup a chance to face her obstacles head on. Take it from an old soul like me. Yeah, we can totally handle this. She doesn't seem so sure. Okay, I'm sorry, Rosa. Just let me know if this gets to be too much and you want to leave, okay? Thanks, Dad. Now let's get our house back. See, she means business. I'm worried about the ditchlings. There's one right outside the window. That's so creepy. You all cross over the threshold and enter Oscar's living room. Family photos line the walls and stacks of books sit comfortably on wooden furniture. He and I, aside from the painting on the floor, this living room feels too normal, too human to be haunted. Really? Because oh, there's two of them out there. Okay, this looks pretty normal for now. I don't remember that picture being on the floor, but that could be non-supernatural. They're probably in the house, aren't they? None of my equipment is picking up anything around the picture. But I'll set up a camera in case it falls again. Could be important evidence. You might want to save your cameras for Rosalina's room. That's where I've seen the ghosts manifest. It's just down the hall. Oscar and Kanika startle as the door swings open. Tabby? Seems like I made it just in time. Let's get this show on the road. I don't have all night. Tabby! Tabby! Great, she's here. Wow, Casper, you really brought the whole gang together today. Hopefully we don't all die. I have every right to be here, Kanika. My family built this place, you know. Yeah, I know. We all know. Casper, what made you think inviting her was a good idea? She's my cousin. She just wants to make sure I don't get hurt. What? I like her. We're friends. I'm just placating her. No. What? I like her. We're friends. Really? Yeah? Yeah, so what? Like it's weird to be friends with your cousin? Wow, Casper, do you have any idea how hard it is to get these two in the same room? This is amazing. Yeah, amazing. That's a word for it. Sounds like we're in for an interesting night. I wonder if the ghost will even show up with this many people around. Oh dear, could someone please warm the air back up? My joints are creaking in this dreadful chill. But wait, is it just me or does it suddenly feel cold? Uh-oh. Sure does. I definitely feel that. Temperature gun says it's actually a couple degrees colder, but that's normal. Rooms and hallways are always sometimes colder than other rooms and hallways are sometimes colder than other parts of the house. Whoa, a genuine cold spot. I gotta snap a pic for the posterity. I bet he picks. There's a ditchling in the door. Oh, we're gonna die. Is that it? That wasn't very scary. Wait, Rosalina, if the ghost manifests in your room, shouldn't you have seen it? That's true. Let's say that. There's one right there. Wait, Rosalina, if the ghost manifests in your room, shouldn't you have seen it? I've only seen the stain. Dad made me switch rooms with him before we moved out. Way before we moved out. I wasn't about to let my daughter sleep in the haunted bedroom. I spent most of my nights on the couch before we set up shop in the library. If there is something back there, I'm not scared of it, I'm mad at it. Y'all are so brave. I'd be terrified sleeping somewhere that might have a ghost. No, we're not splitting up. Maybe it's just shy. Oscar, are you sure there's really a ghost? No. We're wasting our time here. No. Great, we found a ghost. Case closed. Let's go home. Alright, well, maybe it's just shy. It's possible that it doesn't like crowds. It's only ever shown itself when I was alone. You're welcome then. We busted it just by showing up. Can't believe you were so weak that you were driven out of your house by a ghost that's too afraid to show itself. Dad, you said it usually comes out at night, right? I guess that means it still has time to show up. Guess you weren't convinced any of this was real, Rosalina. My dad believes in it this much. I gotta keep him. I'm gonna keep my. Yeah, I'm gonna keep an open mind. Ay. God, what if it is all just in my head? I'm not sure if it'd be more of a relief or an embarrassment. I don't know. This cold spot is pretty solid evidence, though I won't be satisfied until we see a full-bodied apparition. Yo, Mr. G, how, scary does this guy look? Gotta know what to keep my eyes open for. It's a 10. Definitely a 10. He reminds me a lot of that one guy from Big Hero 6, you know? Dope. Maybe we should, split up? I want to make sure someone sees this thing. It's a terrible idea. Oh, if that's the case, then I call dibs on Tabby. Fine, but Casper's coming along too. The three of us can search the least dangerous room, like a bathroom, or a closet. No, absolutely not. I think we all know how that would go. Ghost or no, splitting up is always a recipe for disaster. Yeah, you're probably right. If we discover a ghost here, we should all discover it together. That's not exactly the angle I was going for, but okay. Yo, once we find the ghost, how are we gonna get rid of it? How does one bust such a thing? Well, my ghost hunting kit has symbols for every major religion, assorted holy books, and a bunch of salt in some jars for ectoplasm. And if worst comes to worst, we can always just use an Ouija board to politely ask it to leave. Aren't Ouija boards super cursed? Are you sure that wouldn't make it mad or invite a demon to the house or something? Ouija boards are toys. The only power they have is scaring kids at slumber parties. I think I'd rather not take the chance. One ghost is enough to deal with. I don't much like the thought of opening a door for something worse. Wow, you've never been this superstitious, Dad. This ghost really has you freaked out. Okay. Oscar takes a deep breath before continuing. Let's head to Rosalina's room. Follow me. That's a big stain. That feeling again, like the mines, like the doors of the clinic, a dusty, suffocating, dizzying feeling. Something is in this house, so though whether it's a ghost or something worse, you aren't sure. Whoa. This is where I've seen it, and it appears on top of the stain. You mean this massive blood stain? It stinks to high heaven. Eesh, that's gotta be tough to scrub out. Doesn't the county own this house? Do they know about the damaged carpet? Have you seen your house? I don't see how that's relevant. Weird, I'm not getting anything. It's not even cold. It's the same temperature as the living room. Nothing on the EMF either. Then your equipment is wrong. The stain is definitely paranormal. I've scrubbed it out too many times to count, and it just keeps coming back. It's just a stain, Dad. Can't we just cover it back up? I don't mind sleeping in here. Let's get scientific about this. If you scrub the stain out a bunch, maybe maybe that's part of a summoning ritual. I've never heard of a bleach-activated ghost before. You don't need to use bleach to clean the carpet, Tabitha. Whatever. How was I supposed to know? Not everybody gets to learn how to clean things. If y'all are offering a free carpet cleaning, be my guest. Gretchen says it's a blood stain. I mean... yeah, I think y'all are focusing too much on cleaning the stain and not enough on what it's made of. It's blood. I mean, that's true. We should probably say that. Yeah. I think y'all are focusing too much on cleaning the stain, not enough on what it's made of, which is blood. Ghost blood. Or just a rusty pipe leaking all over your floor. I think it'd be a bigger problem than what Casper and Stella are suggesting. Have y'all tried ripping up the carpet to see what's causing the stain? The government owns this house. There's no way I'm leaving a big red stain in their carpet. I made sure that it was pristine every morning. Besides, I also kind of assumed it was ghost blood, which it is. Don't worry. I'm sure they'll just take you to court for neglect instead. Did it not occur to you that there could be a leaky pipe under the floor? What if there's something written under here? Only one way to be sure. Oh, she's getting right to it. Stella excitedly starts tugging at the corner of the carpet. Are we digging? Let me help. This is my area of expertise after all. Oh dear. You're doing the government a favor, really. Oh. Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch. The floor around it is stained and reddish brown. Keen eye. There's a broken seal around its edges. Whoever carpeted over this hatch didn't want anyone going down there. What if there isn't a ghost after all? What if someone lives down there? Okay, maybe I don't want to sleep in here. There's a broken seal around its edges. Someone doesn't want us down there. Yeah, but how long ago was it sealed up? Whoever did this has gotta be long gone, right? But they sealed it on like with a purpose. You can't just go tearing into it. It's obviously a no-go zone. There's no basement in this house. At least we weren't told about a basement. And look, all the red stuff is coming from underneath. Oh yeah, this is super haunted. Or this is super haunted, all right. We got a basement chock full of ghosts. I can feel it. Y'all know last month was super rainy. It's clearly been a long time since anyone stepped foot in the basement or crawl space or whatever it is under that hatch. There must be a leak that flooded the whole area under the house. The water dissolved the caulk around the edge and leaked through the carpet. And it's red because North Carolina has red-ass dirt. Simple as that. It's not mud, it's blood. Human blood. I tested it. Well, you tested it wrong. Oh, they agreed. Ooh. See, you're gonna get along fine. It can't be blood, right? Kadika's right. You've got a muddy floor, and that's why it's so cold in here too. There's wet dirt under the house. Congratulations, we solved your ghost problem. Again. No way. There's an old hatch in the floor and someone tried to seal it up. We're not leaving until we know what's down there. I'm with Stella. This is my room and I need to know what's down there. Have you considered that they may have been trying to seal it up because it's unsafe? Uh-oh, do you think the flooding could have made this house unstable? I'm all in on ghost hunting, but I don't know if I could crawl into another dangerous crevice. I'm going for it. That seems like a bad choice. Huh? Why is it monochrome? Huh? This is weird. Come into Oscar's living room. We can't tell what time it is and your friends are nowhere in sight. And this isn't the same. There's no painting. And who are these people? Were they here before? The building feels colder, and there's something about the air that feels wrong. It's stale. With an undercurrent of mold and earth, it makes you feel claustrophobic, as though you were in a coffin, each breath depleting what little oxygen is left. How did we end up back here? Where is everyone? Did we pass out again? Was there a gas leak in the basement or something? Is fainting some kind of weird family thing? It was a ghost. Okay, what the hell is going on? Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, what the hell is going on? Maybe it's another gas pocket, or mold, or something shaken loose by the collapse yesterday. I don't know. This isn't exactly a normal occurrence for me. Now let's get the hell out of here before that bad air gives me brain damage. Your cousin marches to the front door and opens it. Why does it look like Oscar's house is in front of us? Didn't we just leave? We're in the loop or something? Hold on. I must just be misremembering things. Let's go. No, you're right. There shouldn't be a door there. What if the others passed out in Oscar's house or somewhere deeper in the library? Yeah, let's go with this. No, you're right. There shouldn't be a door there. Clearly, whatever was in the basement is messing with our heads. We just left Oscar's house. The library has to be on the other side of that door. The two of you crossed the hallway and opened the door. Oh my god. Something isn't right. It feels like a late summer afternoon. The air is warm and wet and the scent of flowers drifts on the breeze. This? Ditchling. Oh no. Well, I guess that's not the only thing to be concerned about. There's that spooky shadow, and everything on the screen actually is kind of horrifying. Tabitha, please tell me I'm not the only one seeing that scratchy shadow in the distance. Sees that creature behind the thorns? That's one of the bad omens Stella and I found in the woods. This is so cool. Well, that's not the answer. Pinch Tabitha and see if you're dreaming. Let's call the cops. Did we die? Damn, Tabitha, what was in that cream soda? Tabitha, please tell me I'm not the only one seeing that scratchy shadow in the distance. You're not. What the hell is that thing? Am I having a stroke? Are you having a stroke? Are we both having a stroke at the same time? Do you see that creature behind the thorns? That's one of the bad omens Stella and I found in the woods. Ew. Damn, Tabitha, what was in that cream soda? Excuse me, it was just a normal cream soda and you had it hours ago. This has nothing to do with me. There's gotta be an exit somewhere. We just have to look. Wait, do you hear music? Movement stirs as a figure cloaked in shadow rises to attention. Stella? Who are you? What are you doing on my property? Bark, bark, woof, bark. Huh? It's time to go. Huh? You echo Tabitha's sentiment. Stella, it's us. That ain't Stella. Did you say Eddie? No one's called me that in a long time. It's Edwardian now. I'm not a child anymore. Edwardian? Eddie? You gotta be kidding me. No, you're Stella. No, that is not Stella. Stella, you okay? You don't look so good right now. You're just pranking us, right? I wish I could say the same. You should have stayed gone, and you absolutely shouldn't have shown up here of all places. We have to go. If you're caught, I don't think you understand what father might do. Does it even matter what I say? Play along. Let's... Am I supposed to memorize lines or something? Just listen. Let's play along. I'm not scared of father. Okay, what is this? Some kind of scene? Wow, great job. You got me. You can stop now. Keen eye, a flash of pain in Stella's eyes tells you that she's keenly aware of everything that's happening right now. She is in agony. Arf, arf. Wait, is this really Stella? I can't. It's not that easy for me. My brothers were sent to Normandy. And now I'm the only Scarlet left besides father. I have responsibilities, Charlie. Shut up. Shut up. She can't. She's clearly possessed. I'm more important than your responsibilities. Let's just try to find an exit or something. I've had enough. You should just get out of town while you still can. Whatever you came back for, it's not worth it. I'll get you out of here, Stella, I promise. Let her go, Spirit. Let her go, please. Let her go, please. She's gone, along with the shadow in the corner of the room. Come on, we must have taken the wrong door out of the annex. We're getting out of here before anything else happens. But what about Stella? We have to go after Stella. I don't think we're in the woods. Hell no, I'm not going back in the house. You need to hold my hand? Are you scared? Hold my hand, Tabby. I'm scared. We should hold hands for safety, not because either of us are scared. Let's get the hell out of here. I mean, that was really Stella. We have to save her, right? We have to go after Stella. Absolutely not. We're not being drawn deeper into that weird garden, greenhouse, whatever it is. She yanks your arm, pulling you back the way you came. Well, I tried. Oh, this is so bad. Where did the annex go? Just open the door. Let's turn back. Let's try the door. but there can't be anything behind it. It's just standing there. Might as well. You ignore her, walking forward and reaching for the doorknob. Oh, it's even worse. Oh, more shadows. Oh god. Bells ring as a cacophony rages outside. The door in front of you pulsates as figures unseen bang against it. A shaded figure from the gardens sit in the corner, ever so slightly more defined. Are you kidding me? This is messed up. We need help. Oh god, let this call go through. Tabitha anxiously taps her foot as she waits for her phone to connect. Ditchlings are gonna murder us. Hey, it's... What? No, it's Tabitha. Didn't you see the caller ID? Stop interrupting me. Can't you hear what I'm... Cousin's cut off by the dial tone of a disconnected call. Great. She couldn't hear a word I said. Looks like we're on our own. Junior. Pack your things. Quickly. Hurry. Jesus, Rosaline, this scared the shit out of me. Maybe we should run him out on the rail too, make an example of his whole family. We should just stay in the library. Can't believe we're gonna have to rescue again. Charlie and now Junior. Play along. Okay, I'll pack real good. We're going to have to deal with you doing this all night. Please, he's an only child. We'll live peacefully. Just give us a little more time. Oh, ditchlings everywhere. Not good. It's not good. Nothing about this is good. They were only children, too. My boy was in there. Why should I give Junior here all the time in the world to gather his little toys and fancy clothes? My boy didn't have that kind of luxury. Oh. The collapse. Junior leaving, Charlie returning. It's starting to come together. Great. Mystery solved. You can let us go now, Ghost. Don't listen to him, Charlie. Just keep packing. Looks like the others are on their way. Better hurry, boy, or you and your little dolls here might get burned up. And as for you, lady, what makes you think you're gonna be keeping any of those valuables you're packing in that fine suitcase of yours? God, this sucks. Can't imagine what it must be like to be driven out of your home like this. Mommy, I'm scared. Make the bad omen, make the bad man go away. Don't play along, Casper. Trust me, boy. The coppers ain't coming here tonight. What makes you think you can talk to an adult like that? Maybe they should have had you work in the mines too, instead of lazing around in this big house. Maybe you would have learned a thing or two about respecting your elders. Don't talk to my son like that. Don't talk to me like that, woman. I call the shots. Now get out, unless you want to go up in flames with all your precious jewels and expensive dresses. You're lucky I'm even letting you leave. People keep... let's just continue listening. You quietly continue listening. It's okay, Charlie. You can make new ones. Even better than these. It's good for him. Shouldn't be playing with dolls anyway. Now you're gonna have to earn your keep just like the rest of us, boy. No more big inheritance for you. Alexis and Rosaline are whisked away, leaving you and Tabitha in the empty room. As they depart, the front door stops pounding and opens into a beckoning white void. We're in hell. We both died and we're in hell. Yeah, we probably are. Are we supposed to be Charlie? Is Charlie the ghost? Who'd you call on the phone earlier? Okay, let's put our heads together. There's so many ditchlings here. Put yourself together, Tabitha. Well, we have a lot of options. Are we supposed to be Charlie? Is Charlie the ghost? Your guess is as good as mine. Oh, there's so many ditchlings here. Yeah, there are. Those things are horrible. No wonder you were too scared to come back to the estate on Monday. Now you're on my side. Who'd you call on the phone earlier? We have tons of time to chat. Friend of the family. Not that it matters though. The call didn't go through, so we're on our own. Okay, let's put our heads together. What do we do now? What do we know? We know that we can't leave, and we know that we're not possessed, and at least as far as I can tell. And whatever we saw in this room, at least, happened right after the Shaw mine collapsed in 1918. I think the only option on the table for us right now is to keep doing what it wants us to do. Maybe it'll stop at some point, and maybe we'll figure out a way to escape. You're right, there's only a way to get to the end of this, shall we? Yeah, let's get this over with. You and Tabitha walk up to where the pounding door used to stand and step inside the void. Into the void. Awful. Awful. You're outside and it's night, a false moon looming massive in the painted sky. The night feels thick and warm, insects lively, their calls unnaturally tinny. Everything feels warped and wrong, like you're listening to a record finished from the bottom of a pond. A fish from the bottom of a pond. Ugh, what magic words do we have to say to get you to let us go? We're sorry, okay? Whatever our family did to piss you off so much, we're sorry. Ew, Giga. Ooh. You poor dear. I've been keeping track of you, scuttling around town like a tomcat. You've fallen hard for Mrs. Edwardian, haven't you? Is this just me, or does that shadow keep getting closer? Oh my god, it's right there. Kanika, I'll get you out of here. I promise. I want to get off the ride now. Okay, fine. I'll watch another little play. Who's this supposed to be? The scenes are all scattered. And you're trying to scare me and it's not working. Dang it, how do you know I have little thoughts right already? Let's talk about that shadow. It does get closer. Is it just me, or does that shadow keep getting closer? Not just you. There's no need to be embarrassed. Your secret is safe with me. You know, I never did approve what Scarlet's did to your family, and what it did to the two of you youngins. Childhood sweethearts. Just think how lovely it would be if you could just be happy together. That's what you want, isn't it? Looks like there's more to this haunting other than the collapse. Yeah, let's say that. I don't think I want to know so much about some fling my great-grandmother had. This is definitely too much information. It's really getting closer. And it really has nothing to do with me. I'm sure by now you've realized the young lady doesn't plan on leaving with you. That's not for lack of desire, as you well know. It's Enoch. Even if you dragged her over the town limits, his hold over her would make sure neither of you were ever happy again. Just think of what happened to your poor mother and father. Do you want to be like... Do you want that to be the two of you? There has... what do you know about Enoch, Tabitha? Has there been some kind of theme with the possessions? Like, who's playing that role? Is Ghost mad because Edward and Charlie's romance didn't work out? What happened to her parents? Has there been some kind of theme with the possession? Like, who's playing that role? Stella was Edwardian. Rosalina seemed to be the guy's mom. Alexis was some angry townsperson. And Kanika is some nosy old lady? There's a pattern here. I'm not seeing it. Well, if we're supposed to be Charlie, and Charlie has a thing for Edwardian, then is it because Stella has a... or Tabitha has a... kind of has a thing for Stella? I don't know if it's like really romantic or if it's just like a friendship thing. I don't know. Rosalina... I don't know. Maybe I'm not seeing the pattern. Maybe it's just pulling the closest matches it could find. Maybe it'll clear once you've seen the full ensemble. So I can get... You're starting to get into the puzzle, aren't you? Just listen to the figure. Maybe it's just pulling the closest matches it can find. If that's the case, then I'm not too concerned about reading between the lines. The powers at work here are stronger than than even your love could withstand. You need to break the bonds holding her here. Then you both go free. What? No more misfortune, not for you, not for anyone else bold enough to step foot outside the holler. Kanika mimes handing you something, though her hand is empty. Everything you need to know is on that map. The symbolism of these rooms could be helpful. I think I can parse some of it. Really? Sure. Well, it's keen eye, so might as well. All the others probably won't give us much. The symbolism of these rooms could be helpful. I think I can parse some of it. Can I? The flies on the flowers could symbolize something that looks like it should be sweet, but it's actually rotten. Do you know what some of this other stuff is? No, and I don't see how that helps us. It's obvious that no one should trust this lady. I mean, just listen to the way she talks. I don't need a fly-infested flower to tell me something is up with her. That's where you'll find them. You need her there. Then read what I've written and be careful. Good luck to the both of you. I hope you get your happiness. Lies. And then she's gone. Tabitha sighs. Okay, let's find a way out. Unless you have any ideas, I don't think there's anything else we can do until we get to the end. Or until we die, whichever. Both of you can leave. Not both of us can leave, unfortunately. Before the two of you can leave, a smell hits you. Sweating, suffocated flesh with a tinge of saccharine, and stomach-churning scent of decay. Uh-oh. There you are. I would have found you sooner, but the resident clearly doesn't want me here. Oh, he can kill ditchlings. Doesn't seem to have the same issue with these miserable little parasites. Your boyfriend's here. Bottom feeders always manage to slip through the cracks, don't they? Talk. Nope. How did you get in here? Oh, hey, it's Tabitha's ex. Hey, Wayne, you want to figure this out with us? Hey, Wayne, you want to figure this out with us? Don't talk to it. Let Casper speak. I'm no enemy. Don't listen to it either. What an unfortunate situation you've been dragged into, Casper. Why can't you do as I ask and stay out of trouble? But that girl won't let you, will she? Stella. Is that her name? Perhaps I should pay her a visit soon, if she makes it out of here alive. Tabitha bolts for the underbush, desperately pulling you along. Stella. So Wayne's connected to the ditchlings. Oh no, what's he gonna do? Yeah, let's go with that. So Wayne's connected to the ditchlings. He knew something about them. I don't know anything about that, and I don't care to find out. But if that gets you to stop engaging him in conversation, then sure, he's connected to the ditchlings and he's super evil and bad, and talking to him will curse you. Or whatever it is those things are supposed to do. Ooh. Two of you step out from the brush and into the long wooden corridor lined by bottles and rails. Oh, figure rises to tension, blocking your way. I'm afraid he doesn't have long. If there's anything you need to say to him, I'd say it now. I don't like this lady. Oh, there's guys up there. Oh, he's real close. Oh, he's so close. As Zane is swept away, the room pulls itself to you and you find yourself looming over the deathbed. Oscar lies in its center, looking pitifully small. I'm sorry, boy. Sorry I let my troubles drive your mama away. And sorry for those troubles mean I'm leaving you all alone now. Sorry, I'm gonna pop a cough drop. Never talked for so long, but I feel like we're almost at the end, you know? So I want to keep going. But I need a cough drop. So Oscar's Charlie's senior. So this dad is played by Dad. So Oscar's Charles Sr. Yeah, Charles Shaw Sr. We talked about him in the mines yesterday. Everyone in Scarlet Hollow knows about him. But they don't know about his son. No, they don't. This is almost the first time I'm hearing about the guy. Damn it, Junior. How many times do I have to tell you? I tried to stop it from happening, but that damn snake Enoch went behind my back. Oh, what bullshit. What do you know about Enoch, Tabitha? Here we go with the Enoch thing again. What do you know about Enoch, Tabitha? Our great-great-grandfather. He was in charge of the mines when they collapsed. Besides that, I don't know anything, so don't bother asking. You're right. I've been using that excuse for too many years. At a certain point, a man has to accept when he's dug his own grave. They may have run me out, but they didn't put the bottle in my hand still. They destroyed our legacy, boy. Both our names are cursed with that history. I'll be dead and gone soon, but I won't be able to rest. Not until our name is cleared. Not until you can pass on this name with pride. This is my only request. Charlie, go back there and tell people the truth. Try to find proof. I don't know what you'll have to do, but please. I know I ain't been the best father, but I am no murderer. I'm guessing this request didn't really pan out. Do you think that's why he's getting closer with Edwardian? Wait. So wait, this is after the scene with Rosalina and before the scene with Stella. I don't know, maybe you're the murderer. Seems like you killed yourself. Alright, Dad, I won't let you down. So wait, this is after the scene with Rosalina, but before the scene with Stella? Sounds about right. Then the scene with Kanika. I don't know how many more of these there are gonna be. Probably not that many more. He's getting real close. Damn boy, I might not have till morning. Promise me. Promise you you'll go back and at the very least show that Enoch bastard what for. I'm gonna save. I'm scared. Stand in silence. I don't know what to do. Is he okay? You watch as Oscar's body seizes and falls through the sheets, taking the rattling pile of bottles with him. This ghost is so full of it. Your cousin steps forward and disappears through the hole left in the bed, leaving you to follow her. Is he okay? Are all these people okay that are being yanked away? Their bodies are contorting something awful. Oh, poor doggy. Oh god. What else is around here? Puppets. A sheep. You and your cousin find yourselves crouched under a large table. Stella stares through you as indecipherable murmurs and shuffling feet echo from the ends of the table. I think I'm gonna be sick. Yap, yap, yap. You're so lovely. Are you sure I can keep one? You must have worked very hard on them. You gotta be near the end, right? This music is the same song that started playing when Stella first showed up. Yeah, I think you're right. What a creepy scene to end things on. Can't believe that ghost is making Stella humiliate herself like this by doing a baby voice. It's embarrassing. Oh, is that what's happening? That's why I keep it away from my budget so they don't smash it. Though I wish I could make it a move like you can. And you can even do the voices, you know? You could probably make real money if you put on a show for people. That's awful. I won't ever do that again. Oh, so that's why everyone's been moving so weirdly while they've been possessed, right? He's got a thing for puppets. Sure does. Oh yeah, his hands are kind of like in that pose, like to control a marionette. Traveling show? And you want me there too? Oh, could we go to the towns along the beach? I've heard the Outer Banks are the most beautiful place in the world. I wish we could go back in time all those years ago and tell them what we know. Remain silent. That sounds like a whole be careful what you wish for sort of thing, but I don't know what to do. Because this ghost wants revenge, right? He wants to, he wants to be righted for all the wrongs. So I feel like we should be like, yeah, we'll go back and clear things up. I feel like we should do that. I wish we could go back in time all those years ago and tell them what we know. Me too. Thank you, Charlie. I've always wanted to see the ocean. Bye! Kina, you can see the tiny shimmer of tears in Tabitha's eyes. She blinks and they're gone. There. Are you done now, Charlie? Can we leave? Everything crashes to a thunderous black before you or Tabitha can get in another word. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh, Gretchen, no! Oh, they're gonna all be very sore. A single spotlight remains, illuminating a trapdoor in the center of the stage. You feel drawn to it. Do you think it's over? Trapdoor. No, we're not back yet. Do you think it's over? I don't think this is over until we go through that trapdoor. Which one of us is going to open? Which one of us is going to open it? Why are you asking that? Are you scared? That's stupid. I'm scared. I'm scared. Maybe I am too, but you better not tell anybody I said that. Okay, I'll do it. Carefully step towards the trapdoor. Creaks open all on its own. Oh god, this is much worse than opening it ourselves. You and Tabitha are shoved from behind and tumble through the hatch. A goat? And wolves. Took some digging, but it's there. The map was right. That means there's hope, Eddie. Oh, whatever it is that Enoch did, we can undo it. We can be happy together. The betrayal. Eddie? Why? Oh. Oh god, I'm actually going to be sick this time. Your cousin violently heaves into the void, but nothing comes up. There's nothing here. This place is completely empty. Kenai, did you see the tear running down her cheek at the end? She was conflicted. Yeah, that's true. I didn't, but that's a good point. This whole thing isn't very fair, you know? We only saw one side of the story. Isn't only one side of the story what the Scarlets have been giving since 1918? And that's rich coming from Scarlet. No. Yeah, I don't trust Charlie's take on things. True, maybe Charlie just sucked. I mean, look at him now. True, maybe this was more to do with Enoch than Edwardian. Let's go with Enoch. True, maybe this was more to do with Enoch than Edwardian. He mentioned it in passing quite a few times. Yeah, maybe. What now? Do you repent? Do you repent for your crimes? Are you talking to us? Tabitha is the one you want? Why should I? Not responsible for any of this. Yes, no. I'm sorry you died. Gotta let this go. Oh man, get over it. Oh god, I don't know what to do. I'm so scared we're gonna die. I don't want us all to die. I'm sorry you died. Don't answer it. You must answer for the crimes committed by your scarlet blood. Are you kidding me? I hate it here. I hate it here so much. Until you do, I cannot die. I want to die. Please, I have been alone in the dark for so long. I'll ask us for some of your years. What? To pay for the years that were taken from me. What are you saying? My life is stolen from me. I want some of yours. It's only fair. No, no, no. It is absolutely not fair. You gotta be kidding me. Neither of us had anything to do with what happened to you. The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. One of you must forfeit. Doesn't matter which. Bullshit. Tabitha's right. This is bullshit. What happens if we refuse? Then I will stay. I will stay until I get what I'm owed. Oh god, I don't understand. You will live a shorter life, and I will finally be satisfied. I will have justice. I will finally die. I'll leave this house at last. Tabitha is right. This is bullshit. How much shorter would my life be? You aren't seriously entertaining this thing, are you? This isn't for you to know. Just as it wasn't for me to know. One day, sooner than you'd like, you'll die. Huh? I hope I didn't come too late. Oh, thank God you're here. Mom? Wait, you're back? Everyone's back? And it's still here. All of you had better get out of here before the spirit regains its composure. This is a certainly strong one, isn't it? Don't worry about the others. They're safe. We did it! I got your call, Tabitha, but it's definitely not easy getting down here. Oh, thank God for stalling. Get us out of this pit, Sybil. Whatever your name is. Tabitha, I don't think it's wise to leave something like this where anyone could stumble across it. Why is that my problem? It wants something, doesn't it? And I think you know which of you should volunteer. You must be joking. You're the eldest cousin. You're the one who's actually lived in this town. It's only right. Wait, seriously? Absolutely not. We should just leave. I'm not giving in to the demands of some dead guy. My grievous... no, you shouldn't have to deal with this. I'm not leaving before I put this thing to rest. I'm with Tabitha. Neither of us owe this ghost a damn thing. We're leaving. Let's just leave. I don't want to sacrifice anybody. but I don't want to die. I'm with Tabitha. Neither of us owe this ghost a damn thing. We're leaving. Well, you're gonna let us leave, right? Yeah, you heard Casper, Sybil. Neither of us are compromising with this thing. Now, can you get us out of here? Sybil sighs. Tabitha, are you sure you want to leave this business unfinished? Absolutely. This is not our problem. You think this is the best course of action? Yes, I can get you out. It's only a question of seeing through the illusion. We're in a basement, even if all your senses are telling you otherwise. Try closing your eyes and remembering where you are. You do as she says, closing your eyes. Suddenly the sounds of tactile sensations of the spirit realm feel much more distant, as though you've partially awoken from a terrible dream. Good, now feel for the stairs. You fumble in the darkness, grasping the air in front of you. Your palm meets wood with a solid thunk. It's the staircase. You can feel it in your hands. I found it! You began your ascent. Good work, you two. You're doing great. Oh, God. You place a confident foot on the wooden floor of what you assume must be Rosalina's room. You open your eyes, seeing what feels like a superposition of the real and the fake. Don't let it trick you again. Its powers are already struggling to maintain their grip on you. Oh, baby. You continue. You feel the door frame under your palm, and then the sturdy walls of the hallway beyond. We're almost out. I knew it. I knew this ghost wasn't a big deal. It's only faltering now because it's exhausted. Don't underestimate it, Tabitha. You stumble into the corridor between the annex and the library. The real world swims closer and closer to being back in focus. The doors, Casper. Come on, we're almost there. You and Tabitha fall towards the entrance, your legs still unsure of the ground beneath you, and the doors fly open. Oh no. I got an achievement that said, we didn't reject our family's sins or something? I don't know. I don't think that's a good thing. You're outside. It's real this time. Cool autumn breeze blows small piles of dried leaves across the steps of the library. I'm gonna peace out. Back-to-back encounters with my own mortality. I've got a lot to ponder. See ya, Rosalina. See ya, Alexis. Zane walks off down the road. Finally, we're out of the funhouse. But the spirit remains. It would have been much better to banish the thing. It spread from the annex to the entire building. Anyone who steps foot in there might be subjected to its torment. Not my problem, not Casper's problem. I don't want anyone else to have to experience that. That was awful. We'll board this place up and say there was a gas leak. There, fixed it. I suppose I'll have to find another place for me and Rosalina to stay. This was such a disaster. Sorry to have brought you all into that house. I should have left that place to rot. You and Rosalina could always stay with us, Mr. Gutierrez. I wouldn't want to impose on your parents like that. It's a lot to ask. I can figure this out. I mean, you can stay with us. I made a huge mistake. Do you think that ghost would let me in there for a do-over? Oh god. I really do feel like I made a mistake. The impending doom coming for town is more important than a single ghost. I think the ghost is at the heart of it, though. We need to regroup and think about our options. I wasn't about to make a deal like that in the heat of the moment. I get that, but until we figure out something, the library's now a dangerous space that we're just leaving there. Unfortunately, it would seem the spirit has only grown stronger since you made your choice. If you went back in there, I can only imagine its demands of you would be that much steeper. There's nothing to be done, at least for the time being. Great, then we all, in principle, agree. It's done. Let's move on. I feel really bad about my choices. When did I save? Do we want to do a redo? What about the place we hung out in this morning? No one's living there. Yeah, that's true. Why don't we recommend that? I don't think they should stay at the estate. Oh, but we would be giving up Tabitha's safe space. Let's ask Tabitha. Any ideas, Tabitha? Your cousin grumbles. I don't usually do this kind of thing. The properties we own are for minors, but there is a house that's vacant right now that might be suitable. You know the old Maxwell place? What? You can't be serious. That place is falling apart. Can't you let them stay in the house that you showed me this morning? Tabitha has a model home that nobody's living in that she uses as a playhouse. That seems... What's wrong with... I don't know. I mean... The Maxwell place doesn't sound great, and I'm worried about their safety. And I feel bad about being like, hey, Tabitha, remember that safe space you showed me this morning? Can't you let them take it over? Like, but also, like, our family's done some pretty messed up stuff. Like, it's our fault that they can't be in their house anymore. She's gonna have to give up a safe space, you know? Like, it's only fair. We unleash demons in their house. Can't you let them stay in that house you showed me this morning? But that's my house. That old Maxwell place is fine for the time being. It's okay, Casper. We're not going to be picky. Look, I'll tell you what. I won't even make you pay rent for the first month. Consider it repayment for not literally giving up my soul to get rid of the ghost that wasn't causing any problems until the two of you lived there. That's funny. I thought it was your family that pissed off the ghost. Cousin furiously pulls out a keyring before picking one off and handing it to Oscar. Thank you. This really means a lot to me and Rosalina. Now, if all of you don't mind, I'm going home. I think I've had enough social interaction for a lifetime tonight. Finish up whatever you have to do here. I'll wait by the car. Tabitha doesn't wait for you to respond, pushing past you and heading towards the car. I think that ghosts are real. I mean, I know we didn't have any hard evidence on this, but we all vividly experienced the same thing. Stella's gotta be over the moon right now. Where is Stella? I thought she'd be excitedly rattling off theories by now. Oh, she's just standing there, by herself. That isn't like her. Is she okay? I was wondering the same thing. We just saw a ghost and she's just standing off by herself. Which, like, fair, that's a normal reaction from anyone else who had just seen the ghost, but this is Stella we're talking about. Go talk to Stella. I'm gonna go check in on her. You walk over to Stella. I've never seen anything like what we just saw tonight. Absolutely dreadful. I don't think my dear Stella's having an easy time with it. Oh, hey Casper. You okay? Oh, there was another one of those carvings in there. Let's just ask for you okay first. Sorry, I can't talk right now. See you later. She hurries off down the road. What if she's still possessed? I think she took the brunt of things in there. No wonder she's having a hard time right now. Should we go after her? She didn't seem okay. What if she's still possessed? Like, maybe the ghost left a piece of itself in her so it could spread to other places too? I think she's just having a hard time. Should we go after her? I think she just needs some time to herself. Stella's never been the kind to share burdens, and I doubt that'll change just because somebody goes chasing after her. If anything, it'd just make her clam up even more. She's a strong girl. She'll be okay. And my daughter is right. While the spirit remains, I don't believe it followed any of you out here. I'm honestly surprised she and Zane are the only ones heading out right now. You've all been through something awful, and each and every one of you needs rest. Especially you, Kanika. We don't want that cold of yours to get any worse. You have a cold? God, what a disaster this whole night has been. I had no idea it would turn out like this. I'm so sorry, everyone. Stop apologizing, Dad. We're the ones who don't have a house anymore. We don't even have a library now. There's another carving in there. I ran into Wayne in one of those rooms, and he vaguely threatened Stella if we kept poking around. Wait, are you serious? Should we be worried about her? He also crushed the ditchling with his bare hands. It was pretty scary. That's just another reason we should keep our distance. Stella's smart. Hopefully she'll be okay. Did he say anything else to you? We don't need to trouble Casper for any details. No one pay any mind to that man. He's just a drifter. He'll be gone soon enough. In the meantime, steer clear and he won't make trouble. There's another carving in there. I wonder if these things are tied to... I wonder if those things are tied to everything supernatural that's been happening. Yeah, I wonder. One is a coincidence, but two of them on back-to-back nights? And if you and Stella are right and there's another one in the clinic... Sorry, I'm a little lost. Have you been finding carvings around town? Sure, everyone here could stand around theorizing about this and that all night long. There'll be plenty of time for that tomorrow. I'm really sorry, Oscar. I'm really sorry, Rosalina. It's okay. Worse things have happened to people, and the price was just too high. We'll find a way to pick things up. I know you did everything you could for us, Casper. It's probably smart not to trust that ghost anyways. You don't have to do it alone, Oscar. You can help yourself to whatever you need from the store. This is a good town full of good people, Casper. We won't let this ruin Oscar. What do we do about the library? We can always board it up until the ghosts go away, right? Mines were boarded up, and that just made us want to go down there even more. Can't just tell them it's mega haunted. Even if folks believe us, that'll just make them want to investigate for themselves. Let's take a page out of Tabitha's book. We'll say there's a gas leak. That should do the trick, at least for a while. Sybil, is there a chance this goes away on its own? I'm not really on authority on these things, but it doesn't seem interested in fading away. Okay, then settled then. We board it up. We say there was a gas leak. And just hope no one gets curious, I guess. It's the best we can do for now. Were you all conscious that whole time? Everyone glances at each other. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we remember everything. At least up until Sybil showed up and snapped us out of it. What was it like being puppeted? They all glance away. It hurt. Why didn't I make the kids stay behind? I can't believe I let that happen to them. Dad, this might be the overwhelming pain and exhaustion talking, but shut up. I love you. None of this is your fault, okay? I had no idea what was going on until the words were already spilling out, but I remember each and every one of them. It's like they were burned into my memory. You poor souls. I can't even imagine what you've been through. You should probably get going. It's starting to get chilly out, and I don't want to keep Alexis's parents up too late. I'll be over later tonight with some bedding and hot tea. I'll have Miles bring you groceries in the morning. Don't be a stranger and let us know if you need anything, okay? Oh, I wanted to ask more. I believe it's time for me to get my daughter home as well. But, Kanika, dear, you haven't been feeling well. You need to get some rest. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow, Casper. But I'm wired and I want to talk about stuff. I am wired. I'm wired and want to talk about stuff. I am too, Mom. There'll be plenty of time for catching up tomorrow. Kanika warily treks back to the general store. Before I go, Sybil places a hand on your arm, holding you back for a moment. I'm sure you have questions after everything you saw tonight. Let's not get into it here. I think everyone could use a little rest and relaxation right now, yourself included. If you swing by the team room sometime, say early afternoon, you and I can have a little chat. I'll see you then, Casper. Sybil leaves you and catches up to her daughter. Kina, you can't help but overhear snippets of the conversation as they leave. My whole body hurts, Mom. What was that? And I want a better answer than a ghost. It was a spirit, dear. I've never been a fan of the word ghost. You'll be alright. Let me get you some of that special tea. It's been working well, don't you think? I think ibuprofen would be better. I gotta admit, the tea has been nice. I'll put the kettle on as soon as we get home. Time to wrap things up here. Go back to the estate. I feel like I made bad choices, but I don't know. I don't know. The ride back is nearly silent as you and Tabitha reflect on the night's events and your decision to leave the haunting intact. I didn't want to. I just wanted to say that I don't think either of us should be sacrificed. I thought maybe there'd be more options. Do you think we did the right thing? Second guessing yourself? Don't waste your energy. Like Sybil said, it's done and there's nothing you can do about it other than move on. And for the record, yeah, I think we did the right thing. Are you sure? So I guess ghosts are real. Yeah, I guess so. I feel like people should make a big deal about it. Hell yeah. Pretty terrifying to think about. That's healthy. Make sure you hold on to that fear and stop investigating weird stuff around town. Clearly, every time you do so, it ends really, really poorly. Stay scared, stay safe. That's true. Ride in silence. You slide back into silence as the car makes its way back to the estate. We're so gonna die. Ugh, feels creepier in here than normal. You're back inside. After the events of this evening, the howling winds and unsteady creaks of the estate almost feel like a warm welcome. Well, we're back. I want to talk about Wayne. Really talk. Here we go. Do you think he's actually gonna hurt Stella? No, he's a creep, but I don't think he has it in him to hurt her. I don't know if you noticed, but Stella's irritatingly resourceful. She'll be fine. So, Wayne said, he now? Back in the ghost realm, he was an it. Ugh, does it really matter? I was scared in there, and right now I'm so exhausted I can barely think straight. Who cares if Wayne's a he or an it? Either way, he's bad news, and you best steer clear. You really don't want me talking about him. What does he know that you're afraid I'll find out? Did you kill him? Why is he following me? Why is he all that gross? You really don't want me to talking about him. What does he know that you're afraid I'll find out? I just know him. Please trust me when I say he's bad news. Why is he following me? He's a creep, stalking his ex's cousin. All the more reason not to talk to him. He's a different man now. Stay away from him. Did you kill him? He's obviously not dead, so no. Also, thanks for accusing me of murder. Love that. Why is he all gross? He's sick or something. Probably part of why he's such a creepy weirdo now. I don't know if it's contagious, but I wouldn't rule it out, so don't go near him. Do you think Stella's okay? Like, emotionally? She wandered off back there. I'm worried about her. Let's go and have a library. How did you know to call Sybil? I don't know about you, but I feel pretty traumatized right now. How did you know to call Sybil? Who else should I have called? The cops? I believe you've seen their competence on full display. Besides, I'm sure you heard that old woman talk. If anyone in this town would have known how to deal with a ghost, it'd be her, right? You think Stella's okay? Like, emotionally? She wandered off back there. I'm kind of worried about her. She's a pest, and like all pests, she has an uncanny way of bouncing back from things. She'll be fine. What about what's gonna happen to the library? It'll stay boarded up until a real ghost hunter comes in or something. Or maybe Charlie will just get fed up and disappear. I don't know how ghosts work. It's not our problem now anyway. The important thing is we both got out of there, and even though everybody got banged up, nobody died. I won't even charge Oscar or Rosalina much rent for the old Maxwell place. Out of the kindness of my heart. I'm sure they'll find something soon. I feel like you should be giving it to them for free, considering what we've done. I don't know about you, but I think I'm pretty traumatized right now. That's great. Now you're really a Scarlet. Let this be a lesson to you, Casper. Alright, I think it's time for me to turn in. That's a good idea. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Don't keep poking around looking for trouble. You just have to make it to the funeral. 4 more days, that's all, and then the bus comes. I'd like to stay in touch after that. You can't tell me what to do. I'll do my best. And then we never see each other again. No, I don't have to leave Holler. I'd like to stay in touch after all this is done. I totally want to leave here, though. I'd like to stay in touch after all this is done. We both got plenty of time to think that over. Anyway, night. See you tomorrow. Time to go to bed. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into the bed. Suddenly, you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. It's Wednesday night. Nearly half a week has passed since you first arrived in town, and a little over half a week remains until the bus finally takes you home. The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. now commands the entirety of City Hall, a swirling void of wrath and despair that people of this town will have to learn to ignore. Disaster looms its tallest yet over Scarlet Hollow. I feel real bad. Oh, I feel so bad. I made bad choices. I think. But what was I gonna do? The options were kill Tabitha or kill me. I mean, sure, you didn't say when I was gonna die, but soon is not great. Oh, we're so screwed. We're so screwed. It's just a bad time. I don't know what to do. Oh, that's so not good. We're gonna have to do some major ghost busting. Episode 4 waits. If you'd like to save continue, before continuing, do it now. Okay. Okay. Well, let's save. I guess. I mean, if all goes wrong, we can always go back. But that's it for this one, so let's get out of here. So, thank you all for watching. I don't know about my choices. I I feel like, well, when it was given us the options of what to say, I guess I should have said, I'm not leaving here until the thing is, like, I don't know, resolved or whatever. But it's like, there's only one oh god, my cat just fell. But there's only one way to resolve it. Like, you know? It's like, and it didn't imply that I was gonna, like, go die, but, like, what other choice was there? The first one was saying Tabitha should stay. The second one was saying I'm not leaving till I resolve this. And then the third option was like, hell no. So it's like, I feel like we had to go with hell no. But I don't feel right about this. I feel like I did something real bad. Especially when she said it's only gonna get stronger now. It's like, oh no. Is it gonna get too strong to be able to deal with? Like, but it's like, what would have happened? Like, because let's say I stayed and I, like, there's like, alright, you can take half my life or whatever, and then they'll just die unexpectedly. Like, I'm guessing that means that maybe I'll just die at the end of the game, but that's no fun. I want to live. I don't know. I mean, on the bright side, that we, like, got everybody out of there, you know? So I guess it's a good thing that I just kept asking questions. I don't know. Let me know what you think of my decisions down in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. This is Casper Kuma, over and out.